I'm canceling, right? Because I'm like,
Yeah. I
why
have to
you,
go now.
you have to go. My planet needs me. Okay, okay. It's not even started yet, but I was like, oh no. Okay, I'm excited about this episode.
This should be pretty good.
I hope so. I hope so, because it's a great topic, and I was like, oh my gosh, there's so many good things about this topic. Even on the science side, even on the science side. But all the
Yeah, like the time that
references.
we went back in time.
That's how I can tell you. Yeah. Oh, there's so much stuff. Okay, okay, we'll get to that in a minute. Okay, so I'm gonna shoot this. I'm gonna get up the stream channel. I'm so excited about this. Okay, so the date is 26th of September, or is it not?
October 15th, 2015.
Right? Get to do so many references. Okay, 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 we're good. I still have to set up the stream though. Okay, we're gonna talk about time travel. There's so much though. Causality.
S- what?
Special relativity. Time perception. Space podcast. Oh my gosh, I can't wait for this. This is so great. Okay, I'm coming. Just 1 second. I gotta get this done. Elite Dangerous. Hopefully I don't fall into too many suns again. I seem to not be good at flying anymore in this game, but I'll try my best. I was gonna play. I thought about it. I was almost gonna tell you I want to play Miss Pac-Man instead. But then I was like, it probably might get too distracting. Or boring. I didn't do the Wordle yet. No spoilers. No spoilers. Oh, don't fail me now, computer. Cancel. Reload. Have a group. Have a group. Oh no, it removed everything. Okay, this is okay. We're okay. All right. Okay, it's the 26th of September. Yes. I feel like I'm having to do this again. Let's not hear before. Oh, it is making me do everything again. Oh no.
What?
I didn't save anything. I have to like redo everything. I'm sorry. You
No.
know this is not CG. Okay. Um. Welcome. Nobody's here yet because I'm time travel. Ooh, sorry about this. My computer doesn't like me right now. So how was your? Oh, I can't. Can I ask you how's your coffee? Are you making it right now?
Yeah.
Is it? Yeah, it's good. It's we get to hear coffee noises at the beginning of the stream. That's exciting. That's exciting. Okay. So
I still think you should be a member here for coffee sounds.
coffee sounds. Coffee sounds. Okay, I'm gonna have to do this galaxy map. There's so many references. I was like, oh wow, I forgot about that and that and that and that. And then the Wikipedia page for time travel alone was like, ooh, there's so much good stuff in there. So I'm gonna share that as well in the Discord because I didn't share any of my research. My research. Anyway, I got 128 jumps to go. To Skadai. I don't know what it's called. I have to still load things, and I have too many pages open, which could affect the stream, which makes me think I better get on the iPad. Sorry for the delayed start we have, but hey, that might mean that we get going really well later in the stream. We'll hit our stride. So a little bit of a struggle at the start. Never hurt nobody. I'm going to share the Wikipedia page for time travel in the Discord under Research Lab because, well, not like people can't use Wikipedia for themselves, but maybe it's just easier that way. It's actually really exciting that there's a Wikipedia page about it. There's Wikipedia for everything, right?
There
But
is.
there's, Yeah, there just is. Okay, I have to get in here. Um, the
I
last,
think it's better to link to a Wikipedia article about the subject than to let people Google the subject and then be brought to some
there you go.
misleading video about it.
That could be it. That could be it.
Or an
Okay, checking our voice.
misleading.
Yep, we are both on voice. That's great to know. We are here. Okay, David. Hi, David. It's been forever. Been a while. I'm sorry it took me so long to see that. It's just because I am not able to load it. My computer does not like me right now. It's got too many tabs. Desolate Star, good to see you. Yeah. Elite Dangerous and Vault 78. Hey guys, I wanted to join. Time travel is always amazing. It
Oh,
is. Hello. David, it's good to see you. You're leaving next Wednesday for basic training. Thoughts with you. Good for you though, and being prepared. I hope you got ready all summer. You said you were getting ready for that. So I hope you have a good week before then, you know? All right. So there's so much. Of course, we're going to nerd out over all our favorite time travel films, TVs, and games. But there's actual science of time travel, and I just want to give an overview. I know Brad will be getting into this stuff later, or throughout. But there's Einstein's relativity about time dilation near light speed, astronauts aging slower. Meaning, later in my research, it says we actually can time travel. Astronauts actually time travel. It's proven they travel. What is it? Forward? The forward, right?
that's like with an asterisk, though.
Yeah, it's time travel, but it
It's not
technically
like
is.
science fiction. I'm gonna go
No, but
forwards
it's
200 years or back 10 years. It's
no,
just people
but it
experience time differently based on their speed.
exactly. So it technically counts. It technically counts. Forward time travel is real, but only in small amounts, right? Astronauts, right?
I'm traveling through time right now, one
Yeah, well,
second at a
all of
time.
us are. Well, all of us are, but they do it in a different way than us. But anyway, um, then there's wormholes, theoretical shortcuts in space time seems to be a big idea that seems not ruled out. It's not ruled out, but maybe it's because we know so little about wormholes that why we haven't ruled it out. Cosmic strings and black holes, that's wild physics ideas. So that could allow loops. Loops are a thing that kept coming up. If you've ever seen Looper, you might know what I'm talking about because there's all these problems with time travel that we'll probably talk about. Everybody knows about the what is that? The Godfather thing that was in what's it called? They call
Godfather paradox.
yeah, that which is mentioned in Back to the Future and stuff. Like there's certain things, but Looper. If you ever saw the movie Looper, which I had just rewatched like last year, it's like a closing your own loop because of the problem of time travel. And then there's current scientific debates going on about is backward travel even really possible or just impractical because we all know about what could happen. So, yeah, the grandfather paradox is going to come up tonight. I have questions about the bootstrap paradox. I never heard about that. That says where an object or place of knowledge has no origin. I have never fucking heard of that. Wow. Okay. Multiverse first fixed timeline. Now, we already know we've done this to death with Marvel, but this is something that has been discussed. Okay, so we can go all the way from science to oh my gosh, geek out all over our favorite stuff. I'm relativity and time dilation and wormholes and all that stuff is a good science point to start off. But I'm curious where Brad wants to start off, except for where we're going. We don't need no roads.
Well, I was gonna say, like, I think between Neil deGrasse Tyson and Doc Emmett Brown, they could explain all of it. It'd be easier to figure out.
Really? Well. Do you remember any quotes from Doc Brown? I got a lot of quotes over here. Oh wait. Vault 78 says. Oh wait. Desolate Star said even right now, all of us are experiencing time on different scales depending on our geographical areas. Desolate Star, that's right. We are in different time zones. We're experiencing time differently. But also, remember, I've thought of this too, and this is something, this actually has a word, and I think it's called time perception, right? It's in psychology and neuroscience. You know how time sped up when you were a kid, time slowed down when you were a kid, things lasted forever. You know how people say when you're having a good time, time goes fast. When you're older, time goes faster. there is that. I know that's technically not time travel, but then there's also, if we want to be talking about neuroscience connection right there, you think about people who lose the ability, who have cognitive decline, and suddenly they're living in the past, like as far as not just the way I do, but I mean, like it's in illness, like dementia, which puts people back in, like mentally in those remembering and experiencing things that that are long buried in their brain, right? Of years. So like time travel is kind of, but we're going to talk about it in the science fun way. Anyway, what Vault 78 said, what I know now is that stars you see in the sky can be already not more shining because of light reaching us like years later. Are you just talking about like a lot of the light is dead, like dead stars, or are you talking about like, well, yeah, we've covered
Well, like,
stars and stuff. Pardon?
yeah, because that's like a different form of time travel too, I guess.
Yeah,
So we
yeah.
look up and
Just
see a
something.
star's light that's could be thousands of years old, and it's since been like it's
Yeah.
different at the very least.
Hmm. Yeah. Oh, I forgot to bring out the Brad's what is it called? It helps me navigate. What is it called again, Brad? It's
Oh, the
your
patented controller setup.
yeah, your patented controller setup. There it is. I'm gonna load that up for myself because I am
Ding.
lost. It's in the Discord for those who don't know. We're gonna. Oh gosh, yeah, I gotta get that actually loaded up. I'm sorry that I wasn't totally prepared, guys. But also I'm not. Oh, I landed right near the sun. I ended the stream with being stuck near the sun. I already need an escape vector, and I just got started. All right. If only I could go back in time and change that. Huh. I'm sorry. Okay, so Brad, what are you most excited about the hypothetical concept of moving backward or forward through time? It's scientifically not proven to be possible yet. But
Yeah,
I'm curious what you think
that's the
about it.
best thing about science is that everything that there's lots of stuff we do right now on a daily basis that wasn't scientifically thought possible or proven in the
Mm-hmm.
past.
Mm-hmm.
You can't communicate with someone on the other side of the world instantaneously. That's crazy.
But now we
Now we
do.
have now we had to do that on the right with
We do that all the time,
Zoom meetings and the internet.
right? Mm-hmm.
We just have to figure out how. Um, like I've read that the idea of going into the future isn't possible because it doesn't exist yet.
But
I feel like that's a
so you think going to the past is more
that's
possible than future travel, even though they say scientifically it seems more possible that future travel is more
well
possible than backward travel.
it feels conceited to think that we're on like the wavefront of time. We could be this could be the past of someone else's
Well, there's
time.
always a past of somebody. Ooh, we're all deep now. We're philosophical. We are in the past
So
of
we can
some
go into
future
our
person's
future,
time.
but it's someone else's.
It's
Someone
always
else could
somebody's
be
past.
in the further future. It's still their past.
Well, then every moment is somebody's past or somebody's future.
Like
Then
a
yeah,
time
hey,
is a,
wait a minute. We just solved something that scientists, they're fighting over saying deliberately that, or people are saying deliberately, you can only travel to the future or you can't travel to the past or blah, 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 or whatever. But like, we just proved it. There's always people living in the past that are going to be past or future unless we're totally annihilated. So like, future and past travel must be possible.
what if time is
To, to
or like
slip
the
over a
human
bit.
perception of time is like a train on a railway track moving in a specific direction, and you're not changing how fast the train goes or whether the train moves forwards or backwards, but you're moving around on the train, going
Okay.
from one car to the other. So you're moving around in this flow of time, kind of freely, and like everything is still heading in the same direction. Like the universe is still going forwards through time, but you can move around on it.
Hmm. Hmm.
I think that's an interesting way to think about it. You obviously can't get like you can't jump in front of the train. The train will run you over, and you like maybe you could jump off the train and like
Well,
not
I can think
experience
about,
time anymore. That might be
yeah,
possible.
which is, I guess, death, right? Unless if you
Well,
believe.
no, I'm thinking more like it's kind of like the concept of the multiverse. There could be a dimension that doesn't experience time the same way, or a dimension that doesn't experience time at all.
Oh shit! I fell out of something. Yeah, I mean, then we're talking multi-dimensions, which is part of the theories about how maybe this is possible as well, which we could get into. Now, the interesting thing about the train is often used as a metaphor for traveling between death and life and death. So that is curious to me, by the way. Um, I wonder if there's a suggestion. So I'm going to go over some of the stuff he doesn't like for a little bit, just for a second. Okay? Okay, so Albert Einstein's theory of relativity suggests time is not. Oh, there's Bradlax controller set up, popping up saying, "Don't read that shit." Pops up right in my screen. Says it is not absolute. It can be affected by speed and gravity, leading to measurable but tiny discrepancies in time passage, such as GPS satellites or astronauts. Travel to the past is highly unlikely, they say. I would say Back to the Future says that's wrong. Anyway, as it would likely violate causal principles and would require overcoming the immense challenges of extreme conditions. But I think that's where people are talking about the loop. Like if you've seen Looper, where you had to close your loop. There's different things around that, isn't there? Right? So
I remember seeing Looper. I don't remember this
Oh,
like that
it
stuff.
was good. It was basically, like a futuristic mafia would send people back to murder people, right? So that they wouldn't be in the future. And or from the present, yeah. And then at the end of it, you closed your loop. You were the assassin and you ended up going back and closing killing your young self or your old self. Your old self would be sent back to your young self to be murdered. Yeah, it was kind of interesting. Anyway, if you follow time like a linear concept, says Desolate Star, then you might have trouble explaining paradoxes. However, if you treat time as something with no structure, then things in the future can happen in the past. Interesting. Whoa, Desolate Star. What do you think
Well,
of
it
that,
depends on how
Brad?
you see it. So say I have a time machine and I get in my time machine and I go back to last week
Why would you do that?
and tell myself, don't order food from that place, you get food poisoning.
Uh-huh.
That event was still in my future, even though it happened in my past.
But
You know what
how
I
do you
mean?
know?
So
What if you did go back and affect it? What if you changed
but
everything? And then when you didn't
some
get
of the,
food poisoning, what happens? What if now you're a frog? I mean, what if everything changed?
well, that's like the second part. The first part was kind of like the fact that you went back in time is still in the time traveler's present or future. Like they do something in the future is happening to them and they're experiencing it, even though it happens in the past.
That's where
Or
people get
like
confused too,
capital
then.
T, capital P, the past. If time is like more structured.
How do you know? And how would you know if you did that? If you did that, then how would you be able to, decide to do it if you'd
Well,
already done it?
the other part is
You know what I mean?
the consequence. The consequence of your actions is kind of the big deal with the grandfather paradox. Say you go
Explain
back in
to us.
time and change. Say you go back in time and change something that affects your existence in the present where you went back in time. So the grandfather paradox is like go back in
Then
time and
you
kill your
can go
grandfather.
back, but then you
Because
can
that's
go
the
back in time
yeah.
if you are
If
dead.
you
If your
uncreate your
grandfather's
own existence, how are you there to go back in time
to
and
go.
do that in the first place? So that's what the paradox is about.
Oh, okay.
Um, I think
I'm acting like I don't know.
the easiest kind of explanation or solution to that would be the
Multi
existence of multiverses.
multiverses, which honestly, should we touch on multiverses? Because I'd love to,
But
if you
that's
want
like
to.
Doc Brown did it with the whole hey, you skew time into this weird tangent where weird shit is happening.
Hmm.
So you still exist, but it exists in a totally different way because of
Oh
what you
yeah,
changed.
yeah. Back to the Future too. Oh my
So yeah,
gosh.
you go back in time and kill your grandfather, but then your grandmother just
Mary
has a
said
family with
different
someone
ass.
else,
Yeah.
and you end up the same person that goes back in time, or you create a different universe where you don't exist.
Huh. Oh well,
So
that's
you could go
something.
back in time and keep making different universes, and that's why it's like don't do that. You're gonna break
Could you
stuff.
imagine the mess everywhere? Yeah, Volt said, what about the butterfly effect if you change in the past then? Now it's time travel, not multiverses, sorry, but Yeah, no. Like, but they're kind of intertwined. I mean, because if you think about it, if you're traveling in time, you're not in the present, and then you're already in a butterfly. There's already butterfly effects because when you're not in the present, you're in the past. There's stuff not happening in the present, unless we believe it all happens in the blink of
But,
an eye. Do you know what
but
I'm saying?
if you have a machine that could bring you back to your present, you could
But
bring
what if
yourself
you
back to
can't?
basically the instant you left.
Hmm. Hmm.
Okay, so that's like another idea entirely. If you have
Right?
kind of one way, it's like a one-way
One
trip
way
time travel
trip.
machine where,
Yeah.
hey, could someone go back in time and kill Hitler? Because everyone, that's another common, like,
Yeah.
that's what we would do if we had a time machine. But what happens
Yeah.
if you kill Hitler and, like, somehow the world ends up, like, even worse?
Yeah. Well, and then a lot of people
Because
wouldn't
it's so
exist as
unforeseen
well.
consequence. You're like, well, don't fuck with
Don't,
the
you know.
universe. Just leave it alone.
Yeah.
It's
The
messed up
universe can
enough already
suck.
as it is. Leave
Yeah.
it alone.
Right. Gas giant with water-based life. Um, yeah, no, that's interesting. Okay. Um, with, okay,
That's what
so
Red Alert exposed,
that,
by the way.
the,
That's what
few,
makes Red Alert such a cool game.
red alert, okay. Well, future
They go
travel,
back and kill Hitler, and then there's no Germany to stop Stalin, and then Stalin takes over, and then the world is kind
Stalin's,
of
it's still fucked.
just
Yeah,
as
that
bad.
makes
Yeah.
sense. Yeah, and it's unfortunate because sometimes it be like that sometimes. Like right now. Okay, so future travel, the time dilation effect is a form of one-way travel into the future when a person experiences less time passing than someone in a less intense gravitational or speed environment, which can connect to what Desolate Star said at the beginning, which was just about like we're already in different time zones, we're experiencing time differently. And then my thing about, children versus adults, right? Or happy people versus us not happy people. No, I'm just kidding. Like, do you know what I mean?
I mean, those are kind of like different categories of perception,
Yeah, but time is perception in a way. Time
but
is
it's not the same
perceived.
as like categorically it being manipulated or time dilation near gravitational sources and whatnot.
Well, that's what we
We just
believe,
arbitrarily say New York is ahead of Los Angeles,
right?
for
It's still
example.
existing in the same timeline. So the current scientific consensus, before we go on, like we are going to make clear that there is no known scientific mechanism that allows for traveling backward in time, right? At this time. Okay? Yeah, Red Alert says, well, 78. Yep. And True Brad. People are agreeing with you. Lack of evidence. The absence of visitors from the future is cited by some scientists as evidence against the possibility of time travel. I do have it. If we get to that, I have some
I hate
examples
that
of that.
answer. I hate
I
that answer.
know there's examples of it. I know the answer sucks, but just because there's no lack of evidence doesn't mean it hasn't happened. There could be a real good reason why
Why
they
would they
wouldn't
want
want to
to
be known.
just
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, because you don't want people to know about that
I
yet.
don't want to visit now when I'm from now. So why would someone
Yeah,
from a different time want to come here?
right? Why would it? Yeah. And then quantum time reversal. Recent research has shown the possibility of reversing time in microscopic quantum systems, but this is vastly different from macroscopic human time travel. What? I did not know this. Link, please. Source. What?
Where's the sauce?
Give me the sauce.
That sounds like kind of how like quantum theory is different than when they say macro. They mean even like on the atomic scale, the universe acts differently
Why
than
aren't
it
they
does at
doing
the
it
quantum
on
scale.
such a tiny scale, though? They're really messing with it on the tiniest of scales? Is that why everything.
The stuff acts weird when you get down to that scale. That's why we haven't figured out a grand unified theory yet.
Or fusion? We're messing
It's
everything
like,
up.
hey, here's how the universe works. Except for if you keep zooming in, then it gets kind of weird. We can't explain
Yeah,
that
we
yet.
can't explain
That's the problem.
right? Tesla Star said, I meant more so like a person on a mountain experiences less gravity, so they go through time different than someone closer to the center of the Earth. Tesla Star, you're right. Yeah. Because gravity, again, going to be the big episode when we're saying goodbye, I guess, affects everything, and gravity affects time as well, which is interesting. Did you know, right? Gravity is affecting
Yeah.
time, isn't it? Why does it just affect everything? Why? Oh my gosh, if Einstein had only lived longer and blah, blah, blah. Like, because, like, not just him, but the people who were speculating and or scientifically trying to prove these theories. I sure hope people are still doing that, by the way. Um, But yeah, urban legends. Okay, so what? There are 4 types of time travel. I didn't know that. Okay, seeing the future, traveling to the past, traveling to the future, and time loops. They think seeing the future is time travel. I guess that makes sense, right? If you can see the
It's
future. Yeah.
uh yeah, I would say that is. I thought it was going to be like regular speed, slow motion, fast forward and rewind.
Yeah.
Was the first types of time travel.
So gravity bends space-time. The stronger the gravity, the slower time runs. So desolate star, then if a person is on a mountain and they experience, then how would you explain that? So if they're not
So the
nearest the
mountain is because the Earth, like that's because people on the top of a mountain or in orbit are traveling farther through space in the same amount of time.
oh,
You know what I mean? Like if the Earth orbits, or not orbits, but rotates in one day,
mm-hmm.
someone on the top of a mountain is taking a day to complete revolution,
Well, people stuff.
but the radius of that circle is larger than someone, say, at sea level. But it takes a day for both of them.
Okay.
So someone's traveling in the same time a greater distance or lesser distance, depending on your
They're
point of
saying.
reference.
So what?
But this is kind of like Gargantua in Interstellar.
Yeah, tell
Where
us.
they whip around that black hole, and it's like it takes them. That's like severe time dilation because of the intense gravity. So from an outside observer, or someone on Earth, or someone else in space, if they could like see them, they would age much slower.
Well, standing near a black hole, you'd see the universe outside speed up. So that seems to be a fact that people are saying regarding relativity, and that's why people. So that's why they would. Okay, got it. We talked about that in that episode. I forget which one. It was one of them.
Probably one of the black hole episodes.
What if the past is something that didn't happen but will happen, says Desolate Star? Well, technically, isn't that true? The past didn't happen but will happen. Oh, shit, I'm already going into the sun.
That's cosmic.
Yeah, that is cosmic. Technically, isn't that what's happening if we... Maybe it's the way we think about it. I mean, clearly we know the past is what's happened already. We have history, blah, 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 blah. But we're also living presently, but this is the past later, right? Like yesterday is the past already. We lived in it just yesterday. Today will be the past tomorrow. What if the past is something that didn't happen but will happen? It is always something. Oh, you mean like what if it didn't happen but it will happen? As in... Ooh, Desolate Star. Well, but it did happen, didn't it? I mean, right now we're in the mind realm of questioning whether things happened last week because of, the way we're perceiving information. So, I mean...
Yeah.
I mean, that's an interesting question. 12 monkeys.
Yeah, the part of the mind bend is that, like our perception alters our reality. So the fact that we can manipulate it with the flow of time with like gravity and stuff, or our own perceptions, like you were saying earlier, where when you're a 5-year-old kid, a year is a fifth of your life, but when you're 50 years old, a year is only 1/50th of your life. So that kind of, you don't experience them differently, but they're bigger pieces of the same pie kind of thing.
Yeah.
So your perception is different.
Okay.
Well, man, why does the weekend go by so fast? Work takes forever. When it's like you're not going through time any quicker or slower. It's your perception of that.
Yeah, work drags on, but the weekend's gone. Campbell says time is, and I always wanted to be like, time is just a rubber band. That's a song.
Time just is, man.
Yeah. Well, somebody says, I am so curious about a really old movie about 12 monkeys or the romantic The Time Machine. I don't know. You're not quite making sentences. But yeah, 12 Monkeys was a time movie, and The Time Machine was a H.G. Wells book, and also probably adapted. Yeah, that H.G. Wells, The Time Machine was actually The idea of a time machine was popularized by H.G. Wells in the 1895. 1895? I got an 1895 book on my shelf in sci-fi called The Time Machine. Yeah, that was hypothetically in fiction. It's a relatively new. 1895. That was the first time machine written down. But in mythology, we're going back to like the Chinese in early on 1640. We've got who else in literature? I mean, in myths, all this stuff happened. Like this stuff is in myths. In mythology, time travelers and time has been talked about since like thousands of years, right? I mean, this isn't new. Presentism versus eternalism. Wait, do you know about this stuff? Philosophers, grandfather paradox, ontological. Why didn't you guys tell me about this stuff? The theory, wait, we can't jump all over the place, but the philosophical theory of composability, what can happen, for example, in the context of time travel, must be weighed against the context of everything relating to the situation. If the past is a certain way, it's not possible for it to be any other way. What can happen when a traveler visits the past is limited to what did happen in order to prevent logical contradictions. Oh my God, we really have.
Okay, so that's kind of like there's some sort of underlying rule that the universe just has in place that we can't change something that would undo us traveling back to do anything.
Mm-hmm. That's just a long way of putting it, right?
Like a doorstop to the paradox. Like, no, you can't, because otherwise you couldn't. Like, what?
You guys need to take a look at the Wikipedia page on time travel so you can help me out here with some of this. Because I'm telling you, if you scroll down it and you have some ideas on it, please do, because it's freaking... I don't think 12 Monkeys is that old, but yeah, Time Machine.
Yeah, that really old movie from when we were teenagers.
When we were teenagers, right? Yeah, like fuck off. No, Callie said, aren't we just a walking time machine? Yeah, we are. We are moving through time. We are time machines. And our body is a machine, yes. I'm not doing much leading, am I? Okay, so I oh my gosh. The thing that's so exciting, there's too many things on that page. Go to the Wikipedia page, guys, so you can give me a minute to stall you. But the causality of time and space is interesting, but special relativity, okay? This is
pretty special.
Albert Einstein's 1905 paper on the electrodynamics of moving bodies is based on just two postulates. I don't know these words, Wikipedia, but okay. Well, I kind of. The laws of physics are invariant or identical in all inertial frames of reference. That is, frames of reference with no acceleration. Brad will explain all this after me because I don't know. This is known as the principle of relativity. The speed of light in vacuum is the same for all observers, regardless of the motion of light source or observer. This is known as the principle of light constancy, or the principle of light speed invariance. Okay? This first was postulated by Galileo. But this connects to, oh my gosh, time dilation, length contradiction,
so that was basically like, no matter how fast you're traveling, light always travels at the speed of light.
Well, that was a much easier way to put it.
If you're sitting still, light is light speed. If you're moving at 98% the speed of light, light is still traveling at light speed. You can't kind of witness yourself catching up to it.
Oh, shit, I dropped out. Howdy, Al. Howdy, Al. Al with the hearts in the chat for us. Thank you so much. I would reply back with the pink R heart, like, hello, everybody, but series. But let me try to get to that tab.
I'm busy flying into the sun.
Yeah, I'm too busy keeping dropping. Hello, everyone but series. We're going to keep that meme going. Only me and Al, I guess, because we're the only ones that remember it. Here we go. Heart. There we go. Also, time doesn't pass for light, says Callie.
Ooh.
What?
What
does that mean? What? What's the idea that I actually can fly, or? Well, so.
Well, I mean, light, I guess, is like a waveform. doesn't experience time, maybe?
Wait,
It should. Like, it can't, like, consciously, but it's...
Yeah, it's gonna be
physical
bad
objects experience time.
Wait, so I have a question. Okay, so this whole thing, we have all these ideas about how we might do it, right? Cosmic strings, wormholes, black holes, and rotating universes, quantum possibilities. I need
Just
to
get a
know.
DeLorean.
Yeah, just get a DeLorean. I agree. That's one way. I mean, although there's so many great film, book, and video references, guys, that I can't wait to go into, that made me like nerd out about how much we've loved. I mean, give me a TARDIS. I could have a TARDIS and a DeLorean. I'd rather take the TARDIS personally.
Wow.
Yeah, I said it. I love Back to the Future,
Doctor Who's
but
awesome, but I don't even know who you are right now.
well, I know, and I know. I love Back to the Future. I have it on DVD. I'm just telling you that the TARDIS is more comfy and it changes and it's great, and it's bigger on the inside. I like it. Tony Stark figured it out. Well, of course he did. Iron Man. Yeah, did he? Yeah, that's a multi-universe.
Yeah.
Didn't he do that with Doctor Strange, though? Didn't Doctor Strange help him out with that?
I don't think they were talking, but he figured it out.
They figured it out. Yeah, that's because they were smart. Callie says,
Go
but it
Endgame.
travels... But I did, years ago. But it travels so fast... Oh, fuck, I fell out again. But it travels so fast, its dilation relative to us is static time. So when the light wave leaves the sun, passes us and all the other planets, and it reaches another star, that light has experienced it. Callie, all in the same moment from its frame of reference. Oh, says Callie. How could you not take the time?
Okay, yes. Okay. I've heard about that kind of idea.
Tell me what you guys are talking about. I don't know what you guys are talking about. And thank you, Desolate Star. How could someone not take TARDIS? I agree. It even has a personality. Exactly. Remember when Doctor Who when the Doctor had a crush on his TARDIS? He was like all ready to make out with it. Anyway. Okay, please go on. Please go on.
I remember there was a video that was talking about moving at the speed of light and how from... Like Callie was saying, light's perspective, but imagine you're on a ship that's traveling at the speed of light, or is capable of that. From your perspective, travel would be almost instantaneous, or instantaneous. I don't remember exactly. It's like, well, how does that make any sense? You're not instantly traveling, but because you're going so fast, it's like the reverse of no matter how slow you're going compared to light. Light is going light speed. So if you're going light speed, everything else is just basically static.
Okay, so what does that mean? What are we about to like figure out what time travel is or not? What's going on here?
It's less about traveling to different points in time and time affecting you differently when you travel through space.
Okay, for those of us that are
like you can keep accelerating through space and time will affect you slower the faster you go.
Oh no, I dropped again, guys.
Okay, what are you doing when you keep hitting the sun? Like every time you jump through the system?
I didn't hit the sun. I just kept dropping down out of freaking... That's what I'm curious about. If you go faster than light speed, the lights keep coming, says Vault 78? I don't know.
Going faster? What are you talking about?
I don't know. If you go faster than light speed, the lights keep coming? What do you mean, Vault 78? What do you mean?
I think going faster than light speed might be an entirely different subject.
Yeah, that's different. We're not talking about that. We're talking about time travel.
You would be outrunning the light itself, so it'd be hard to see stuff.
Callie says, even though we can say the light hit this, that, and then that, the light is experiencing hitting them all at the same time, says Callie. Huh. What do you think of that? Is it though? Doesn't light reach us at different times?
Okay, so say there's a star that's 5,000 light years away.
Yeah.
And we're seeing its light shine to us. It's getting to us 5,000 years after it left that star. And say there's a different astronomer on a different planet, but it's only 2,000 light years away from it. And it's 3,000 light years away from us. It's witnessing that star's light earlier in time because it's 3,000 light years closer, so it's going to see it sooner.
Okay.
Maybe from the light's perspective, it's different.
So it can't hit
But that's to
everything
do with
all at
the
once,
speed.
doesn't it? Still,
No, it still has
why
to
would there
propagate
be
through
a speed?
space.
Yeah, because there can't be a speed of light if it's already there. It has to be in movement. The light has to be moving to have any speed, right? Callie,
Yeah.
see? Callie, it's in the speed of light thing.
Actually, that like you saying that reminded me of a video where they were trying to, like earlier in science, like the science of light and things like that. They were trying to figure out how to, like, say in a room in like the 17 or 1800s, like how is light getting everywhere at once? It can't just be everywhere at once. It has to propagate through space. So I don't remember what the subject of that video was, but the concept of
Okay, Cal.
early scientists were trying to figure out, like, how does light get there so fast?
Source it, Callie, so that we can learn. Source it. Put it in the
And I think they
Discord or
had
in the
something
chat.
like extremely fast cameras or something like that to actually witness the light propagating.
Put it in the Discord, not the chat.
It's over here, that's over here.
Put it in the Discord and let's discuss. Vault 78 said photon travel with this speed, so I think you get some weird strings like in Interstellar. Al said, how does light speed affect time travel? I don't really think that was a big part of the thing, honestly. I think we just got on a tangent.
It has more to do with time dilation.
Yeah, time dilation is said to do relativity.
Traveler's perception of time as they move through the universe, less about actually traveling through time.
Yeah, like that's relativity and time dilation, where special relativity, near light speed travel slows your time. And then general relativity is gravity wells slow time. Callie said, we experience the time variation, but the light does not. 2,000 years may pass for us and 5 for another viewer, but the light is trapped in a moment. I don't know. I mean, if the star is dead and the light is still getting to us, I don't know.
I feel like that's still a perception thing.
Okay.
To say someone in a different...
I don't know. I don't want to get stuck on that when we have so many things about time travel we can go on, instead of getting stuck on whether light is... Like, if you can tie that to time travel, Callie. I mean, do you want to look that up?
We're talking more about, like, we're going to go visit the dinosaurs. Or I want to go 10,000 years in the future and see what humans are up to.
So, wormholes, hypothetical tunnels in space-time, could allow forward-backward travel of one and experiences time dilation. There are cosmic strings as a theory, ultra-dense theoretical cracks in space-time. Moving cosmic strings could bend space-time into loops. That's a theory. Black holes in rotating universes. Kerr, rotating black holes might twist space-time. I wonder how they know. Gödel's universe. Who's Gödel? A rotating cosmos with natural time loops. So these are ideas that theories people have. Who's Gödel? I'm curious. Quantum theory.
Oh, with little dots over it?
Yeah, that's one. That's the one.
Gödel or something?
Yeah, that's the one. Yes, please. A rotating cosmos with natural time loops. Could you imagine if we were in one with time loops and that's why history repeats itself?
It doesn't literally do that,
but in different ways? I know it doesn't, but it does in different ways. What if that's why there's slight variations to it?
So again, that's like a perception thing.
I guess so, yeah. Did you look up Gödel's? Did you look up Gödel's universe?
No, I'm flying through space.
Oh, well then I guess we're done with that one. Quantum theories, many worlds interpretation, branching timelines instead of paradoxes. I think we've seen that in some films where it's like, and ideas where, let's say somebody time traveled and then it started a separate timeline and then you proceeded on with that timeline. I think we've had that where people have like...
It's Back to the Future too. Yeah.
Yeah, but also that's also happened where like the person proceeds in that timeline though. It's like it's happened on Doctor Who, where they have like the doctor, another doctor, and he proceeds on a different timeline and blah blah blah. I mean, it's not. I think it's an interesting idea. And then closed time like curves, those would be quantum particles looping back in time. So these people have really been thinking about this. So the challenges against time travel they feel right now are paradoxes like the grandfather paradox and the bootstrap paradox. I never heard of the bootstrap paradox before. Enormous energy requirements. That's our big deal with even traveling outside our system or beyond within our system, and causality breakdown risks. But yeah, I mean, we're not done yet. We experience the time variations, says Cal. Cal, so what do you think? What is your theory on time travel, Cal, being possible, and not just thinking about us being stuck on time dilation, about light speed? What's your theory then regarding time travel? We'll get back to you. So some examples I have that I like: Back to the Future, the DeLorean car with the flux capacitor. It's an iconic butterfly effect storytelling. We've talked about that. I think anybody who loves to geek out, we've if you haven't watched Back to the Future, get out of here. I'm just kidding. Like everybody leaves. No, for real though. If you're into the concept of, I mean, just the idea that perhaps we could and how it would affect things. And basically, isn't it really just Doc making numerous mistakes? I mean, then he has to go back the third time to the very, you know what I'm saying? Like, it
I mean, he's a
just
scientist, so
causes
he's just
shit
doing
all the
scientist
way.
stuff.
Yeah, he basically fucks everything up. Did you ever hear that dark theory that
No.
actually he was already? You don't think he fucked it up? He didn't fuck it up because he
No.
had to go back to the 1800s because he fucked it up so bad.
No, we got hit by fucking lightning.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. The first time, but then, well,
Just
I'm just
watch the
saying.
trilogy again.
I will, but I mean, the fact that he's like Marty, we messed up in the second one, then the third one, Marty, where's Doc? Oh, he's stuck in the 1800s. Like oopsies, the car broke down in the
He got hit
1800s.
by lightning.
In the 1800s for the cowboy one? I don't know.
That's
I
the,
for
well.
No,
That's
he
because
got
other stuff
stuck.
happened.
Other stuff happened. Yeah. Anyway, we experienced. Callie isn't saying anything new. Well, F you, Callie. I'm just kidding. Um. Okay, Looper. By the way, great movie. It has Bruce Willis in it, who was also in 12 Monkeys, a great time traveling film. Looper was about criminals sending targets back in time to be executed. It's a gritty paradox play. It's actually really good. Kind of dark.
It's a cool concept.
It is. It's actually really cool because you think of the various ways. Of course, it'd be exploited, right? And of course, it was outlawed. But of course, the criminal, it was being used
I mean, crime in
to
general is
get rid of.
outlawed, and it still happens.
Yeah, yeah. Crime is against the law.
Why do people
Um,
keep breaking the law? They know it's illegal. What do
Guys,
you
don't
do?
do crime. Why do you do it? But it's interesting to think of You close your own loop. You have to close your own loop
It
because
is
you
a really
can't.
cool concept. I like that.
Yeah, and it's actually a really good film. I think it comes up with some morality concepts there. And it's a fantastic film, actually. It is gritty. I mean, but if you want to do the quantum thing, Cloud Atlas, yeah, Cloud Atlas, the things are stringed to each other. Free Jack, what's Free Jack? Al, is that a film or a video game? I think I saw. Is that one of the video games I saw listed? Is that a concept? You gotta tell me about Free Jack. I haven't heard of it. Cloud Atlas, I've heard of. I mean, um, the Terminator series, of course, machines and humans sent back to prevent or cause apocalypse. It's a movie? Okay. I haven't seen it yet, the Free Jack yet. Primer
Terminators.
isn't. Terminator's what?
I was gonna say Terminators are good because that's about like the whole causality or determinism, where it's like no matter
Terminator.
how many times they went back and tried to stop things, stuff still kept happening.
Oh, yeah.
So
Terminator? Yeah,
even if they were able to change the past and it affected the future, which still didn't affect it so much that they couldn't go back and change things, the kind of critical event of like John Connor
happens
being like
still in
"fuck
a
you
different way,
robots" keeps still happening. So it's like maybe the
which is
universe has.
depressing. Yeah, maybe the
Well,
universe
that's the whole
has.
thing about fate, right? The whole "we have no fate but what we make for ourselves" saying is about
Yeah.
like maybe there is
Oh, good
determinism,
Al.
but
Al, if you,
like the universe has a plan and it's going to happen no matter what kind of thing.
which would make time travel interesting that way. Al, if you can find a trailer for that film, you could put it in the film section of the Discord so I can take a look at it later. If not, that's cool. Or a favorite scene. That's what the film section of the Discord is for. Because some of the stuff, then I can look into it. I can
I want to
check it
watch
out, or
Looper
I'll
again now.
Looper was so good, and moral. There's always moral issues with time travel. And then Avengers Endgame was mentioned. Quantum realm
Yeah.
time heist to collect identity stones, and I saw that in theaters. And like I
To
said, I
what?
was all in. I saw that in theaters, but then I remember being done with it after they showed like a thing. Anyway, some books that were there's so many more. I got so many. But The Time Machine, which is from 1895, that is the blueprint for time travel fiction. I should read it. I really should read it. I mean, I've Kindred was about modern women pulled back to slavery era America by Octavia E. Butler. That's from 79. I hear that's really fucking good. A really good book. Slaughterhouse 5, I've read it by Kurt Vonnegut. Unstuck in time narrative blending war trauma and non-linear time. I read that and I didn't quite understand. It was basically a guy working through PTSD, right? But Kurt did such a good time at fucking with time and being back in time. If you haven't read Slaughterhouse 5, I suggest it. It's a really good fucking book. And now this book is on my list and on my shelves. It's 11/22/63 by Stephen King. Attempt to prevent JFK's assassination via a time portal. I heard that's a really, really good book. It's a thick one, but
Oh, yeah,
good.
that's the day.
You would have to look it up, but I can't explain it. Time Cop. Yeah, I remember that movie. Time Cop was good. Oh God, yeah, there's some great movies. And this is another book. That's today. What? The Time Traveler's Wife was a book I read. It was like this romance thing, but it's kind of creepy if you really think about it. Romance across involuntary time jumps. So this guy saw this girl, and he saw this woman. They were lying there together at one point, but it's kind of weird that I don't know. You can question it, but it is kind of romantic. From Loki, TVA from Loki. What? I don't know what you're saying now. Um, Series, Doctor Who, The TARDIS, timey-wimey adventures through history, and Dark. Did anybody watch Dark on Netflix? I didn't. It was a German sci-fi about cycles, paradoxes, and family across generations. Now, Callie knows this one. Quantum Leap, 89 to 93. Did you know there's a reboot in 2022? Never heard of it. A scientist leaps into different people's lives to set right what once went wrong. Except for what Cal shared. I love that show. And then 12 Monkeys. They're just mentioning the TV series. Time travel to stop a plague based on the 95 film. And then Star Trek numerous times.
Yeah.
Temporal paradoxes. Star Trek was so good. Why didn't we give it more? We did give it a lot of love, didn't we? There's more. There's a lot of video games. You guys didn't tell me about all these video games that have all this time shit. Edge of Tomorrow, though. Groundhog Day. Donnie Darko. Donnie Darko blew my mind, guys. Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. The Butterfly Effect. Hot Tub Machine. Did you watch Hot Tub Machine? Or no? It was a bit weird. A Wrinkle in Time. There's so many. There's so much. Donnie Darko was fucking good, wasn't it? And then, yeah, I'll shut up now. So, Stargate. Russian Doll is one. Okay. Russian Doll was my favorite one recently. It's been a few years. It was 2019. It was about exploring time loops and mortality. And somehow I feel like this time travel thing is tied to our mortality, our interest in it, and I don't know. There's something about I think that's connected somehow, but that's just me. So, like, what do you think? Source code as
What do
well,
you
by the
mean?
way, guys. Well, because we're afraid to die, and we kind of hope that there's a way
You want
to,
to cheat?
like, yeah, I think that's part of it. I think that's part of it. I think there's also people having regrets and or wanting a different to go back and make a different choice or wanting things to be different. I think it's connected. But I also think if we think about it, I mean, let's say you want to oh fuck, I keep falling out. Vault 70 said, oh god, the butterfly effect was wild. I missed that one, Al. I didn't get to watch it, but Donnie Darko blew my mind. Vault 78 said, but I think everybody is thinking about the methods of how to do time travel based about movies, but it's not that. It's bad just discuss. Well, there's also books. I mean, there's tons of books, and there's tons of books. There's so many books and video games even about it. There's ones about alternate timelines and multiverses, accidental time travel like Outlander, which was originally a book, time machines and devices where we built things to do it. Time loops like repeating the same day over and over. Groundhog Day is something I would watch every year. Interstellar falls under relativity and time dilation. Same with Contact, Planet of the Apes, and Mass Effect series. I'm not playing that video game anytime, but they also put Elite Dangerous. And I don't understand this, Brad. It says scientific nods to relativity at cosmic scale. We're playing Elite Dangerous. I've never thought of it as far as relativity and time dilation. Is there a story thing in here that I don't know about?
I don't think so. They might just be like, oh, it has space in it, so yeah, that's got to be time dilation
No,
stuff.
they would have mentioned other stuff, I think. And then there's paradoxes and causal loops, which predestination. Did you guys ever see that? I love that one. A person is their own parent. Oh, well, way to spoil it. Watch Predestination on Ethan Hawke in it. It was really fucking cool. And I just spoiled the ending, by the way. Sorry,
Thanks.
guys. Yeah, where a person is their own parent and child. 12 Monkeys.
It's kind of fucked up.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. He had, wow. Yeah. Then there's fantasy based, which we had from even Harry Potter to SG1, Destiny 2. But yeah, I kind of find it, there's so many examples. You can go from books to movies to video games. I mean, guys, there's so many games and things. I'm curious. If time travel happened, do you think we'd do it accidentally or that it'll be figured out scientifically? Oh, the
I
lake
feel like
house
it'd
was
be.
mentioned.
I feel like it'd be something that'd
I
be
love
really
that.
difficult to do by accident.
Really? But
Unless
isn't
we're trying
some
to
things
say
happen
we're
by
trying.
accident in the lab sometimes? That's how we come up with some things,
Yeah, like
right?
penicillin is different than time travel, though.
Is it though? Do you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
one's medicine and one's like bend in the
But
universe
but
from
but but,
beginner to spank.
but I know, but like, is it though? Like we set out to do
Yeah, I
one
guess
thing,
it's possible
we
that like
make
some
something else.
extremely crazy high energy experiment is like, oops, we made a
Like, oh, we
like the
finally
lab
figured
got
out
sucked back in
cold
time or something.
fusion. We finally figured out cold fusion. We've done it. Oh no, shit! We've made a time traveling thing. Oh, you still don't have cold fusion. Do you know what I'm saying?
Now I know what you're saying, but it's kind of
To what, Mister? Anything
too
is
just kind
possible.
of like dot dot dot. I don't know. It just happens. Like that. Like I don't. I'm trying to connect the. It. Yes, it might be possible for some accident to create time travel, but how it would do that? I don't know.
Frame shift drive charging. To be fair, the methods in movies come from different ideas about how time travel works, said Al. Exactly. Like movies are, well, if the movies aren't based on books, they are based on these concepts, these ideas that have been around. And many of the movies that were inspired from those books and novels and sci-fi literature.
Has time been proven?
Yeah, has time been proven?
Has time been proven?
I don't know. Has time been proven? Tell us.
No, that's what I mean. Like I'm asking. Like I don't. Everything we do about explaining time is still our frame of reference, which is based on our perception
I
of
need
time.
to know. I need to know. Is time a proven concept? Because we made clocks to, have the trains get there so people would have a time schedule, and we know we move forward and things pass, but Is
even ancient
time?
ideas like calendars has just been
Oh yeah,
like
like there's people
it's
living
like
in a different calendar.
well,
Yeah.
no, but like thousands of years ago they had calendars to like document the passage of time and like figure out a day and the seasons and things, but that's still human perception overall.
Whoa. Okay, so, Vault said, I think a lot of books, movies are inspired by theory, etc. ideas. Yes, exactly, and I agree. Sorry, 2 minutes later. Callie said, I think forward in time, not backward. And yet, most of our popular literature, gaming, everything is usually about backward travel, isn't it? I mean, Doctor Who went forward more, but I mean, a lot of
Yeah, I think
things
more
we tend to
traditionally it's
always want
going
to go backward.
backwards. Yeah,
Why
because I
is
think
it?
that's
I think it is
because
connected to our
I think
mortality.
from a writing perspective, I think it's easier to like, oh, we're going to go back to this such and such a date because we have documentation of knowing what that was like. Where you have to be way more creative to think about going into the future.
And you
But I
can
think
get it
it's
wrong
linked to the whole. Well, it's not so much you can get it wrong, but it's like it's hard to like what is Earth going to be like in 7,000 years? Going to
predictive
be
literature.
blown up by warfare? Is going to be? Are we going to regress and it's going to actually not be super futuristic? Or
We're
what?
clearly regressing.
Are we going to go to the like? Are we going to move off world and let Earth kind of naturally rejuvenate so it will actually look like the past?
Mm-hmm.
We don't know. So, from a storytelling perspective, aka the people like writing these books and movies and games, kind of have to decide what that timeline is like. And as you mentioned, like a lot of the stories themselves are about righting a wrong or changing something that happened.
I want to go back in time and not drop into the sun.
Yeah, so that has to affect something in the past.
Mm-hmm. Fuck. I need to go back in time and change that.
Like that, yeah, exactly.
I said it would be a mix of both
if
science.
If you had a time machine right now, you would go back in time and fix that instead of being like, I want to go in the future and just go to my destination.
Yeah, Al said it would be a mix of both science and accidental. I agree with you, Al. I don't think we'll intentionally create time travel unless there's a super brilliant mind or AI or something that just fucking does it. Because I think, like, we have it will be a mix of experimental, accidental. Yeah. Vault says, but one question, you think the time on Mars is the same on Earth? Think about the sun is getting down different day cycles. Vault 78, we've talked about that in previous scientific episodes where, yeah, time is different on different planets. Time moves differently. Day is different.
That's again a perception, though.
Yeah.
Like the whole concept of a day is just us witnessing the sunrise and the sunset.
Yeah,
scientifically, it's still us standing on a planet going, oh, the sun is up, and it lasts a certain amount of hours and then the sun sets. Mm-hmm. That's like a physical characteristic of how that body orbits its stars through space. Mm-hmm. Time is still, a minute on Mars is still a minute on Earth.
Okay.
Earth and Mars are still going through time in the same way.
Okay.
Once you start to go really, really fast, you start to play around with that.
Callie says time is different on every large stellar body in every solar system, I would assume. Yep. Al said that would still be our perception of time, right? Exactly. Exactly what Brad was saying. Yeah.
So the hard part is how do we explain this without our own perception?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah.
Like that train analogy I was talking to earlier. If we're all on a train traveling on the railway track that is the arrow of time going forwards, what's it like to not be on the train? We don't know, because we haven't been outside of time to witness it, or even off the Earth very far to witness what it's like.
We're still in the scientific speculation stage.
It's that, well, there was one experiment where they had an airplane. Was it an airplane? I can't remember if it was an airplane or astronauts or something, but it was basically something like the mountain analogy that Callie was talking about, where something was high up.
It wasn't Callie, it was Desolate Star, just so you know.
Sorry.
It's okay.
But one was going kind of with the rotation of the Earth, and one was going the other way, and their clocks measured different times. Like these extremely precise atomic clocks. One was like 4 nanoseconds slower than the other one. But that was time dilation. And it's like, okay, well, how vast of distances or enormous gravitational bodies you have to be near to influence it enough to actually change your perception. Because like we can't notice 4 nanoseconds like a computer can, but that's when you get into like gargantua, this supermassive black hole that
can't fly anymore.
Affected people's like lifetimes. Because of that scale, it actually does impact us, and we can notice it.
Oh. Well, then
but that's again, like you need like an external frame of reference to compare that to.
Al said the size of the planet would affect how long the days and nights are, though. Yeah, like we discussed stuff like that scientifically in previous episodes. For sure, we were talking about that.
Yeah. Yeah. Again, day and night is still a perception of not really time, but like darkness. Like even right now, as we're going through the change of seasons, like the sun is setting earlier is not changing how long an hour is. You know what I mean? It's just changing when it gets dark.
Time is what prevents everything from happening at once, said John Archibald Wheeler.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah.
We need time.
But Albert Einstein said the distinction between past, present, and future is only a stubbornly persistent illusion. And Stephen Hawking said the past, like the future, is indefinite and exists only as a spectrum of possibilities. So there you go. Danny D said time doesn't exist except on watches and calendars. Yeah, but then how... We can say that, but that's at the same time...
That's like a documentation of it. We still age, which is a byproduct of time.
Which is an indicator of time. If we're... Yeah. Like, that's the thing. That's the crux of it, right?
So
like,
even if it's like those
time
sayings...
Time comes for everyone.
Quotes
time
kind
waits
of like,
for no one.
Even if you kind of take the human perception out of it, like you can leave a fruit out unrefrigerated and whatnot, and it will rot.
And like McDonald's burger back in the day, remember? Anyway, sorry, go on.
But like we can witness the consequences of time.
Yes. Like mold on a chocolate chip cookie.
It's not like everything's happening at once, because otherwise the fruit would be already rotten. Like that. You know what I mean? Like, how does that make sense?
Mm-hmm. Everything all at once. Everything. By aging or seasons.
I like the kind of thought experiment of that, though. Everything happens all at once.
That was a great movie. Didn't anybody watch that? Everything Everywhere All at Once. It did really well a few years ago. It's actually really cool. It was about the bagel, but also... Anyway, guys, it was a really good movie.
Time is a bagel.
Yeah, Everything Everywhere All at Once or something like that. I really liked that movie. It was very good. It won a lot of awards, and it was really beautiful and funny and endearing, but also clever and philosophical and fun. I don't know if anybody saw that. It was pretty fucking good. Time doesn't exist except on watches and calendars with Danny D, only if measured by aging or seasons, etc. I mean, yeah, we were talking about, it is like something we kind of made up and said, ooh, I'm sorry, I'm looking at all these good quotes.
Some of them are definitely
we age, therefore we measure it. We age,
like
therefore we measure it. Yeah, Danny, that's true. We age, therefore we measure it. Also, we know we are on in limited time. So how or we are bound by the but we're also bound by time due to the society. We live in a society, but like if you have to go to work and you have to earn a living, you're on a time clock. You're bound by time due to the society we live in. I mean, I'm sure there's places where people are a lot more youthful because they aren't tied to machines and or what we're doing, how we're living, right? I mean, I'm sure time moved very differently for people who had a different kind of life than we do right now. I mean, we're constantly looking at the time on our devices. We can't escape that concept, that idea of time. We're locked in now to, and it's probably aging us. Something, I don't know if that's, don't quote me on that. I don't know what I'm talking about. Okay. I had so many good quotes about. Okay, what? Yeah, but what about time before the Big Bang? Danny D. We don't know. We talked about. Did we talk about the beginning? We talked about the solar system, right?
In the
Did we talk?
beginning,
Yeah, we yeah. Hmm.
maybe
It
maybe
it
time.
must have happened. I mean, if you want, this is about time travel, but I mean,
Did it create
the
time and space at the same time,
yeah, or did time exist
or was
before, or
time
was there
already there and the
space?
Big Bang created space?
Yeah, like who
Oh,
knows? Whoa, take another hit.
yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Okay, forward time travel is real, they say, but only in small amounts. Einstein's relativity proves that time moves differently depending on speed and gravity. We already talked about this. And we talked about this, we're moving on this. Strong gravity, like near a black hole, also slows time compared to weaker fields. And then there's that idea. So we, in a sense, we are all time travelers, just moving forward at 1 second per second. But relativity shows we can tweak that rate. We don't know how yet. Yep, Danny D says Big Bang created time, space, and matter. Well, there you go. So backward time travel, they say it seems impossible so far. Okay, because that would have paradoxes, cause and effects. It could collapse things,
I feel like that's a
and
cop out, though.
yeah, I know, and physics barriers. To warp space time enough, you'd need cosmic scale energy like exotic matter with negative energy density, which we haven't found.
Yeah,
Vault
but I
says it's
mean,
a thing, but they
we
found
didn't
the Higgs boson that related to time. Ooh, jump on that one,
like we
Brett.
didn't we didn't have nuclear energy until we fucking invented it, though. So
Right. What about that? Vault 78 said it's a thing, but they found the Higgs boson, how do you say it, that related to time. Remember
how
that?
did it relate to time?
How did it relate to time? I don't know. How did it
I know they
relate
were
to
looking
time?
for that because that was some kind of like I don't know sauce.
No. Did you want to? You could go on about
I
that.
remember it was like a fundamental particle, but I don't
Hmm.
remember what it's related to.
I can't search it or my computer will crash. So that's on you guys or Brad if he wants to stop flying and look it up. Um, you'd have to go into that more. Vault. Jenny D said, but when we die, what is time to us then? I don't know because we don't know what happens when we die. People speculate. I mean, if we go back to Stardust, I guess we continue to be part of it. Gerwin,
Yeah,
hello,
time
says time
continues
moves.
on. You're just dead.
Yeah, like that's the sad thing. I mean, if you've lost anybody, you realize that, well, time does feel
That's
altered for a bit. Time continues and everything moves forward. Life continues on when people are dead. So it's assumed that the world does not revolve around you. And when you die as well, the world continues on without you. I'm sorry, people, but that's the fucking truth.
that's like a lot of it has to do with perception.
Well, yeah, I mean, if you want to believe that when you die, that the whole world stops existing and everything stops and
For
time
you, it
ceases
does
to exist.
because you're dead.
Well, I'm saying,
But
but
for
for
everybody
those,
else,
yeah, but then, yeah, exactly. But then we don't know. What if time continues when you're dead? And we don't know. That's a whole other sci fi, do we still exist when we're gone kind of thing. I mean, that would be a different episode, or else we'll get into ghosts and shit. I mean, time makes all of us ghosts. Um, okay, so Gerwin said time moves on because time is part of the Higgs field, causing entropy on matter and other parts of matter in waves. Well, there you go. What is the Higgs field? I would
so
love
is
it
the
if Brad
Higgs
would look
boson
that.
responsible for entropy?
I don't know. Could you look that up, please, sir? If you had time,
Okay, I'm
you're
gonna pull
already.
over.
Yeah, just pull over your ship. Pull over. Pull over. Please, because I mean, I got the chat, you got the computer. You know what I mean?
I'm
Pull
not a weather
over.
god.
Plus, you're the one. Plus, you're the one that has the smarts to like be able to, answer about that stuff. Um, why time exists at Danny D? Oh, if we aren't there, here, who measures it then? Well, the people that continue here on Danny D. I mean, obviously we're here now, and our parents are dead, or our grandparents are dead. I mean, we're measuring it now, right, Danny?
But that's the hard part is we don't have an external frame of reference to compare things to.
That's true.
We can't. Like a scientist can't be like, hold on, I'm going to watch and see what time is like, and they like get out of time and watch the rest of the universe go on. Like
right?
It's not possible yet.
We don't have.
It's not possible at all.
You're right. The only thing we have observable of time is that things existed. Yeah, you can't watch it from outside of time. We have no way to view time outside of time, unless people are observing us outside of time from beyond the grave. Who knows? I mean, some people like to believe that anyway. Al said, what if when we die we go back in time and start all over, and that's why we think history repeats itself? Yeah, no. That would be a hell. That would be called hell, Al, I believe. I think that word would be called hell. Gerwin says 1 life plus 1 death equals 2. More than life or death. Okay, thanks for the math. Danny D says, no, if all mankind is gone, who measures? Well, Danny D, then nobody's measuring. We're all dead. We're all gone.
Well,
kind of
there's
like
more
if a tree
to the
falls
universe
and no
than
one hears
humanity.
it. Yeah, kind of like if a tree falls and no one hears it, doesn't make a sound. Well, then I guess nobody cares, right? Like, nobody cares. Nobody cares.
It does.
Then.
We just don't hear it.
Yeah. The tree's still falling, and time probably, if it exists, continues, right? Unless it's all done. I mean, we don't know. We don't know if there's an end point.
Something doesn't have to be witnessed for it to exist.
Exactly. You guys don't have to see me to know that. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'm still here. Yeah.
That's like, I didn't steal the cookies because you weren't looking at me steal it.
Yeah,
like,
but the cookies are
the cookies
so
are
good.
gone. They're totally fucking gone. You did it. No. Time is a paradox. I didn't steal the cookies.
Yeah, like you can't.
I'm trying to look at this enormous Wikipedia article about the Higgs boson about its effects on time.
Can you condense it into like a consumable?
No, science is complicated.
Well, that's what you're here for. You got 26 people going, wow, we want to know what Brad thinks about Higgs. My cookie, said Al. I'm just, Danny says, I'm just giving thoughts. Not that I've really thought it out that much while you're thinking about it tonight.
No, it's good. That's why we like doing these. Is to get
the fun. To get people
sometimes
thinking.
It hurts your brain to be like, what the heck did I just think about for 2 hours?
Yeah, exactly. What? My cookies are gone, says Danny D? Yeah, snatched right out of you. Al,
but if you get a time machine and go back before they were stolen, you can hide them better.
Yeah, like now you can learn from what happened. Learn from what happened and put your cookies in a better spot, okay? I'm sorry, but yes, I have been to the the CERN, Belt 78. What is the CERN? The CERN.
Oh, that's the Large Hadron Collider in France and Switzerland. The big smashy thing. Yeah.
The what?
It's the biggest particle accelerator.
You've been there, Vault 78? Then why aren't you? Then tell you just said the big.
Why aren't you? Yeah, why am I looking up the science part?
The big Ultron Collider. Then you need to form better sentences for us,
Optimal groups,
so that we can like hear your wisdom about it. So, what do you think of it? What was it like? What did you do? Did you kiss it? Like, what happened? Al saying he didn't steal the cookies. It wasn't him. I don't believe you now. Tell me about the Bison Hyson Higgs thing. Whatever the hell it was. I need to know. Please. What did you learn? He's reading it and learning about it right now, guys. So in the meantime, I'll just let you guys know. In Hindu mythology, 400 BCE and earlier, they had these stories of people traveling to higher realms and returning to Earth where centuries have passed. Essentially time dilation in myth form. And in the Japanese also had this in the 8th century CE. A fisherman visits an undersea palace for what feels like a few days, but when he returns, 300 years have passed. Now those are mythological. We always have myths, but sometimes
that's kind of like
the idea of
the
science.
time dilation in Interstellar.
Yeah, like there's the ideas.
The fishing vessel was just a spaceship.
It's a huge complex. Okay, so that's where they discovered for the first time Higgs things. It's a huge complex, says Vault
Yeah,
78. A big hadron.
they needed to build something with that much energy involved in it to discover the Higgs boson.
Oh, okay. So will you tell me more about this Higgs thing and how it relates to time?
I'm trying to sort out this article into like where's the time part.
Is it connected to time at all, or not? Uh, Vault
To be
78
determined.
to be determined. So they think there's a possibility that could help with the concept of time.
Some theories suggest that a fundamental scalar field might be responsible for this phenomenon, which is possible links between the Higgs field and the inflation of the expansion of space.
What?
Yeah, that's not it, but that's still like, whoa.
What? Repeat that. What?
There has been considerable scientific research on possible links between the Higgs field and the inflation, a hypothetical field suggested that the explanation for the expansion of space during the first fraction of a second of the universe, known as the inflationary epoch. Some theories suggest that a fundamental scalar field might be responsible for this phenomenon. The Higgs field is such a field, and its existence has led to papers analyzing whether it could be the inflation responsible for this exponential expansion of the universe during the Big Bang.
Ooh. See, now you learned something. See, we're not just a health average channel. We're not a health average channel. What do you think of that?
Like I've studied like subatomic particles and quantum theory and that, and I don't know what that means.
Yeah, he doesn't get.
We found this little particle that might be responsible for the universe expanding. Okay, you want to expand on that?
Expand on that? Can you expand on the universe expanding, please? Okay, so there's no expansion?
In this scenario, the universe as we know it could effectively be destroyed by collapsing into a more stable vacuum state.
Oh, so we could be better by.
No.
Wait,
but
what?
again, this is not like about messing with time. This is more moving around in space.
Okay, so Vault had said. Okay, so Danny D said, if we traveled at the speed of light, oh no, we're going to be stuck on the speed of light all day. Say 1,000 years Earth time away from Earth and return instantly, would that be traveling back in time?
No.
Because time would still be moving forward on Earth.
Yes, and time is still moving forward for us. The perception is different.
Yeah. You know what we mean? Vault 78.
I'm trying to think about how to explain the interstellar them being near the black hole made them age slower compared to people on Earth.
Will you tell us about that?
It's almost like the intense gravity is basically stretching space.
Mm-hmm.
So it takes you longer to experience the same aging process, I guess. But time itself is still passing the same as you still look down at your watch and still the second hasn't slowing down or speeding up. But your frame of reference within the universe is being affected differently.
That is a good movie, by the way, if you want to see that, guys. Interstellar was really good. Vault 78 was like, but I started at Geneva. They showed me how I starts. It's a lot of magnetic field. It's like a Dakar car, like a round track, and they hit the strong magnet storm against it. But you know about it. But that is a bit off topic.
Yeah,
yes, it was off topic. That was off topic. Yes.
I watched this video not too long ago. I gotta link this.
Okay. Gerwin said, basically the field slows down light, but light is C, and thus light loses all linear motion, becoming a Higgs particle. Okay, so back to the topic of time travel.
Yep.
So we had a whole bunch of theories and, H.G. Wells and early literature, which, there's early literature from 1700s as well. Rip Van Winkle, memoirs of the 20th century, looking back. There's all sorts of stuff, okay, about people usually falling asleep and then waking up in a later timeline. But the scientific time travel would be science caught up with Einstein's relativity in 1905 to 1915. He provided real scientific foundation that time slows down with speed and gravity, meaning forward time travel isn't just fiction. It's just still not proven yet somehow. I don't know. Time does slow down with speed and gravity, though. So, time dilation. The first mention of time travel depends on how you define it. In myths, it goes as far back as 2,500 years ago. In literature, 18th to 19th century experiments. Modern sci-fi time machine would be H.G. Wells. Okay? I love the idea of, I was like, why do people believe in time travelers? And I'm curious what you think of this. Oh, wait. First, Gerwin said, oh, I already read that. What do you think about the idea of time travelers, Brad?
Like,
The ones
just in
that come
general,
up
people
with
traveling through time, or
no,
the idea that
the idea of
people are
people believing it in evidence that has been debunked, but still, the idea that people believe that there are time travelers that have been caught on film or video, the examples of that. What do you think of
like
why?
Greta Thunberg. There was like, hey, there's a picture of
Yeah,
her.
yeah,
Like, there was a black and white photo. So how is she the same
yeah,
person? I
yeah.
mean, that's just a.
It's
I think that's
genetics.
a. I think that's a
Genetics.
coincidental likeness where it's like, hey,
Yeah,
if
it's
we all descend
genetics.
from.
Those same.
Yeah,
Yeah, you're gonna look like that. Chances are. So, what do you think
yeah.
of that?
Stop
Like, do
trying
you
to
think?
sell me Nitro Discord. Not doing it.
Oh, just take one little bit of nitro, then you can boost the server. But it's okay. Yeah,
Nitro's like
stop
a
trying.
gateway drug.
I know, but then you'll want more
Uh,
nitro, and then more nitro, and before you know it, you're all full of nitro. You're
hey,
boosting
my
all the
pace
servers. Okay.
research lab. That's right for links and stuff.
Yeah, research lab in the Discord. Um, Al says he has to go. That's too bad. You'll make it back in time later, everyone. Thanks for the hearts out. For everyone but series. In research lab in the Discord server, Brad has just shared um, some stuff. What did you share? What did you share in there,
It's a
huh?
video that's called "Visualizing Time Dilation."
Ooh, so we can
So
see what it
they
looks
keep
like.
because we keep mentioning how like our perception of time is altered. That's mostly time dilation and how someone
Oh,
either moving really fast through space or someone near an extremely massive object experiences time differently. I would not. I would say that's distinct from our concept of like time travel,
thanks for
where
being here, by the way.
someone's going really far into the future or someone's going really far into the past.
Well, Danny D said yes, time slows down for an object or observer as their speed approaches the speed of light relative to another observer, a phenomenon known as time dilation. Yep.
Yeah.
Danny
This
said
channel.
this
This.
effect is a core prediction of Albert Einstein's theory of special relativity, which states that the speed of light is constant for all observers. As an object gets closer to the speed of light, time effectively freezes from the perspective of an external observer. Yep. Gerwin says time travels through space, creating space-time. It's known as time-space. I did not know that. Gerwin says every action has an equal and it's space time. Space pants. We're gonna wear space pants for space time. Everybody get down for space time in space pants. Every action has an equal and opposite reaction. Vault 78 says, haha, if I want to go back to time, then just 1967 Woodstock, right? Where everybody's naked in the mud, dancing. All hippies and stuff was, yeah. So the anomalous photographs and videos, I'm going to give some examples. There was the time traveler hipster photo in 1941. A man in modern looking clothes and sunglasses appears in a World War II era Canadian photo. These are just like those ideas. Charlie Chaplin film in 1928. A background figure seems to be speaking into what looks like a cell phone. And other vintage photos, people point out out-of-place objects, wristwatches, hairstyles, gadgets. These often go viral because they're fun mysteries, but historians usually debunk them, like cell phone was likely an early hearing aid, for example. And these all can be, like, I would suggest, like, Snopes or just, like, looking more further into it. But I get why people have an interest in this, because cultures have long told stories of people who return after what feels like days to find centuries gone. These set a precedent for believing it might happen in real life. So this comes
Yeah.
back to somebody tripping out in, let's say, the desert or whatever, and they come back. I'm talking about really, really olden times. You know, they've gone off. They maybe delirium. Who knows?
Yeah.
They come back and they're like, "Whoa! Like I was in the future, man." Except they're saying this like, you know, whatever. And then people are like, "Oh, wow!" You know, and I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah,
But
trying to rationalize experiences doesn't prove
yeah,
things.
yeah. But it's interesting. I mean,
It is interesting. Yeah.
the idea for, and that's what's inspired so many films and movies and stories, because people go, but what if that really had happened? And myths and stories are a part of like how we've always been as humans, but they're also always some bit of truth. So something probably did happen, but we don't. I don't. I'm not gonna say time travelers don't exist, because if one just walked up to me, I'd be a lying liar face, right? If suddenly like somebody taps me on the shoulder, but like
Okay, so I mean,
myself,
this is being broadcast through the
good,
internet and through space.
yeah, hopefully.
Hey, future time travelers, like
Yeah, yeah,
prove me
shout me
wrong.
out. Hey,
Time
hey,
travel is
you
impossible. Prove me wrong.
time
Take
travelers,
that.
just drop a super chat. Just drop a super chat if you're here,
Yeah,
time
super
travelers.
chat. Who's the
Or join.
server? If you're a time
Yeah.
traveler,
No, forget, fuck the server. Just join the membership if you're a time traveler. You know, show us that you're here. Or
show
you can
yourself,
always,
time travelers.
sure. Or, you know, just letting you guys know. Or you can use that super chat button if you're here, time travelers. Otherwise, we don't
You know
believe
what?
in you.
They're in
Just
their
saying.
space time police car, being like, "We're not allowed. Like, shut up."
So,
You know,
like, we're not allowed. We'll get,
time code says we can't fuck around with
one,
your timeline.
one of them
Quit
does
egging us
that.
on.
One of it does that is instantly fired and obliterated out of existence. They're like, fuck,
Or they
but you're
did,
so convincing.
or they did, and then they went back further in time to undo what they did. So we
So
never
they
experienced
undid
it.
the super chat, and oh my god, they probably super chatted me, the most super chat I ever had, and they had to undo it, or else their whole family was forever annihilated. That's sad. What a sad
Or they
story.
did, and it created a parallel universe that we don't experience, where the time
A
travelers going like,
parallel,
"Yeah, what's up?"
a parallel. You never know. Never know. Um. Okay, so I need to one moment. So yeah. Um.
We're
Anyway,
being interrupted by time travelers.
yeah, I'm being interrupted. One is contacting me right now. I need to get back to them right away because
So
I
God, I
got.
was Publisher Clearinghouse.
They're
God
letting
damn
me
it!
know.
You may already
And
be a time traveler.
yeah, I'm like, oh, sorry. They're letting me know that they can't tip me because that would ruin the space time continuum. Okay, so I'm like, okay, I understand, but they're letting me know they still care about the podcast. Just letting you guys know.
Space time laws get in the way of
Yeah,
our fun.
they're like, sorry, the laws prevent me from tipping you, but I'm here and I care. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, so if you have a device that creates time, you could move through space using that time. Time is dark energy, says Gerwin. You know, that was someone speculated that we would need dark matter, but do you think time is dark energy? Wait. So you're saying time is dark energy, Gerwin? What are you saying that based on? Because then you'd be saying we're living in dark energy because we exist in time. Whoa, Gerwin. Do you know what I'm saying?
Time is a river.
Time is a river. That is one of the sayings. Danny D said. So what do you think about that, Brad? What you just said? Gerwin, what do you think about that? Space is dark matter, says Gerwin, and we do live in space. So then you're saying, okay, there is dark matter in space. Not all of space is dark matter, Gerwin, right? Right? Brad, back me up here.
What?
Did
I
I
thought we were
learn
talking
nothing?
Gerwin.
Did I learn nothing? I'm
Well,
asking
I
you.
thought they were presenting an argument, and we're waiting for the like.
No, I need you to back me up here. Am I right or wrong?
Defense doesn't rest with what?
Well, is that right or wrong? Or it is? Did I answer right or wrong? I
Is
need
dark
to know.
matter space?
He
Dark
says
matter's
space is dark
material.
matter. Yeah, dark matter is material. Duh, Gerwin. Dark matter is material, okay? Space is not all dark matter. Is okay. Danny D says, so I travel 1,000 years at speed light and return instantly. Earth hasn't changed. I'm trying to tell you I've been gone for 1,000 years and it's the same as when I left. Okay. I don't know. Fault 78 is like antimatter? Gerwin is like, energy is just normal matter equals MC squared. Yeah, that's what. Okay. Anyway, we okay, but you're saying space is dark matter, and that's not what all of space is. That's like, right, Brad? That's like science 101. Like, anyway, Koichin said, "How far into the Barry Allen paradox are we?" I don't know what the Barry Allen paradox is. What is the Barry Allen paradox? Koichin. I don't know. I don't know what the Barry Allen paradox is.
Please explain.
Yeah, explain to us. Kerwin says, it is matter or energy that has more spin than linear motion. We're aware of what energy is, but like space is not dark matter. It has dark matter in it. It is not dark matter. Like, not all of space is dark matter.
Yeah, and like ice cream exists in space. Ice cream is not time.
Like, that's no, we have cleared it up. Ice cream is time. And when you eat ice cream, you are time traveling. The end. The episode is over. We have solved it all. Thank you so much. Time travel is ice cream. Thank you for coming to the podcast.
Science.
Science.
Well, no, but I was just making an analogy that's like a physical object in space. It can't, like, that doesn't make it time. Like, I don't know. I feel like I'm not picking up what Gurman's throwing down here.
Everywhere there is no light is dark matter, says Danny D? No. No, Danny.
We call it dark matter because we can't figure out what it is or detect it. So the whole darkness is like it's mysterious matter. It's we don't know matter. Ooh, spooky.
Yeah. Quidgen said Flash DC covers a lot in different escapades through time. Oh yeah, I saw that the Flash was one of the recommended references of time. There's so many examples in film, TV, and books of time travel. Yeah, it's pretty cool. We didn't talk about that yet. We didn't specifically talk about the Flash, no. Although you're welcome to share that stuff in here. But if he goes back to his mother's murder, he understands does being the Flash, it stops him from being the Flash to begin with. Yeah, exactly. We did talk about that. Like, there's certain things.
Yeah, it's paradox.
Paradoxes, like fixed points in time that could be, and that would alter even your existence. I mean, and or what you become. I mean, some of us wish that we could go back in time to change our existence and what we become. Right? I mean, that's a very common trope in time travel films and stuff, right? I mean,
yeah.
That's
often it's often a plot device.
Yeah. Oh,
less than like they're not exploring it scientifically. They're just like, hey, that'd be a cool story if.
Well, says
I'm gonna go back in time and stop my brother from getting sent to jail. And well, if your brother's in jail, what prompts you to go back in time? Then?
Yeah. What's the reason to go back in time if your brother isn't in jail anymore? Okay. Yeah. See.
My brother's not in jail. It's just an example.
Well, now I'm like, is your brother okay? Like, anyway, thanks for the clarification, Brad. Bolt Sunny said, but an ice cream makes time go faster. Einstein relativity. Question said, so we're ahead of that part. What's going on with the dark matter conversation? It isn't. Somebody was just trying to sideline us because dark matter has nothing to do with. We're not ahead of bringing up examples of our favorite sci-fi or TV shows. You can talk about those and tell us what about it that you liked about the time traveling concept in those films and books and video games. That'd be fantastic. And they're definitely listed in my notes. So I was talking more about the internet hoaxes about the time traveling, but there's okay, so there's a misunderstanding of physics as well. People sometimes take Einstein's relativity to mean someone might have actually traveled back in time. Real science allows forward travel, time dilation, but not backward. I think Brad will disagree with that, and that we still don't know about backward. That gap gives conspiracy theorists room to play. You know? But the psychological appeal of time travel is that or I mean, of thinking that there are time travels, that we've seen time travelers, would be it's a way to explain coincidences or strange events, and it taps into humanity's obsession with regret and curiosity about the future. They make great mystery archetypes, time travelers do. They embody hope, fear, and control over destiny. Because time travel is baked into myth, fiction, and physics, that's when we see an oddity. The brain goes, maybe, just maybe.
Yeah. We can't explore it, or we can't explain it thoroughly yet.
Yeah.
So it's like TLDR, cool story, bro.
Yeah. But it's interesting that we are fascinated with it and think, and people will go through times of believing those things because people want to believe. Oh, X-Files. Oh, I miss
I want to
X-Files.
believe.
Yeah. Gerwin said antimatter is also dark matter with opposite spin, 2/3 of space spinning. Okay, what are you talking about? Are you going to talk about time travel, Gerwin? We've talked about matter in previous episodes for sure. Like this is our 23rd episode. Welcome
Yeah.
to the stream.
Antimatter, dark matter, regular matter, it's all
Yeah,
going
it's
through
all
time in the
relative.
same way.
Yeah, it's all relative. It's all gravity, baby. You know. No, we're tonight. We're like we're for those just tuning in. We're gonna speculate about time travel.
If you're just tuning in, go back in time by an hour and
Go
45 minutes where this stream
yeah,
started.
yeah,
Okay.
and yeah.
I
You
mean,
can tell.
from a kind of like a creative hypothetical kind of way, maybe like antimatter or dark matter or strange matter or exotic matter or some kind
Will
of
be how we
bizarre,
solve it.
crazy form of matter might be to time travel what radioactivity is to like
Yeah, it could be the
nuclear
key.
reactors or nuclear weapons and
Yeah,
things like there's
yeah,
some like technological missing link that might create like that possibility.
yeah.
So we don't know.
We don't know yet, but wouldn't that be cool? I mean, that makes sense. It's something like that, especially something we don't understand. That's why we're calling it dark energy, dark matter, blah blah blah, because we don't know what it is yet.
Yeah,
Um,
there could be a particle that influences time.
mhm, which is completely possible. Because remember, we're still like little bebes over here. We're Neanderthals still, and we're even getting worse. But I mean, we're Neanderthals over here. We don't know. We don't know shit. We're still trying to figure it out. We're trying to still learn, which is why
Yeah.
we should support scientific stuff. But
Go science!
anyway,
Woo!
yeah, and we shouldn't, and we should also encourage philosophical thought and creative minds. I mean, there's a lot of literature, predictive. It would seem predictive literature that inspired a lot of the technological stuff we have today, which we've
Maybe
talked
the
about in
time
previous
travelers.
episodes. Well, you could say that.
Someone
You
back in
could
time and told the
speculate.
authors what to write about because
Well,
they
see,
knew what happened.
well, here's the thing. One might speculate that some of the early sci-fi writers were influenced because some of them got it so right. I mean, but often, like you could even look at a more recent book like Infinite Jest and say they predicted this or that. But what it actually was people seeing patterns and predicting based on the past and taking guesses as to where we might go in literature. I mean,
Yeah.
Brave New World in 1984 weren't time travelers predicting the future, but they got some things fucking
Prove it.
right because they saw what was happening at the time, and as creative minds and thinkers, they've moved forward, and some of that stuff in lots of different literature, from technology to the way society acts, has come to fruition. Does that mean a
Yeah.
time traveler went back and said, hey, buddy, like you're totally going to
Maybe.
be
Prove
right
it.
about all of us being distracted? Well, you're right.
But for the most part, like looking at patterns that have been documented and then extrapolating on that is the best way to predict things. And
Yeah, and that's what writers
whether
and
it's like stock
scientists have
market
done.
trends or the farmers almanac or any kind of things like that, where they look at long standing, like long
Patterns.
records.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, it's been doing that every 4 years for the past 100 years. It's probably going to do that in 4 years.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Makes
So,
sense.
yeah, that
You don't
does.
have to be a mystic or someone from the future going, "Oh my God, it's totally happened."
Oh, well, there you go. Why am I not jumping? Okay. Yeah, see? So there you go. And thank you for subscribing, people who have been subscribing.
How many
Okay,
jumps do you
so
have left?
Gerwin, don't ask me. I've fallen into the sun too much. 115.
Jesus.
I know it's gonna take me forever at this rate. Okay, so somehow I think, okay, Vault 78 said, somehow I believe and think of the pyramids in Egypt. Well, they were made by human beings, right? Who were made to. There was also clever pulley systems, but also human labor made
They're
those.
made by aliens. Well,
But yeah, no. People have built things. Italy had
people build
like
things. Newsflash.
Italy, yeah. Welcome. We live in a society like that's just like when I visited Italy. I mean, Rome had Italy. Italy had like
Italy had Rome in it. That's right.
no, they had water sewage
Yeah, no, it
systems and
did.
all this stuff. Italy had Rome in it. That's true. You learned it here first, folks, on the Space Podcast. But no, like, I mean, we had like intricate ducts for sewage systems that over there they did, that we didn't figure out till much later over here. Okay, like things have been built and thought of. We just because we haven't yet or didn't at some point know how they did it doesn't mean that they didn't figure it out themselves. We just assume everybody in the past or other civilizations were stupid. Meanwhile, we wouldn't know math or anything without past civilizations. We just haven't figured out how they figured it out. And that's because there are gaps in history, through the destructions of civilizations and the burning of,
I mean, the Dark Ages was a big thing.
yeah, that happened too. So, like, when these things happen, they create gaps in knowledge and history where we're like, oh shit, well, how could they possibly have done that? Meanwhile, I mean, it was done, it was figured out, and then, we fucked up and things got destroyed, and now we're over here figuring it out for the first time as if we're geniuses, So that could be one day the way time travel happens. I mean, somebody will figure it out, and then I don't know. We'll think, oh, that's how they did it. But anyway, why did I get sidetracked? Okay, pyramids.
Yeah,
Does it matter? Says Danny D. I missed that joke. I'm so sorry. That would have been timely when we were talking about matter. Does it matter? LOL. They said. Sorry, that was a good one. Gerwin says, time is relative. You cannot travel through time without traveling through space. All particles affect time. If you move faster than light, you travel back through time-space. Have you done this, Gerwin? Have you done this?
I don't know if faster than light means backwards in time.
Yeah.
Because there's been videos about, like, falling into a black hole, for example, where the gravity distorts. Like, say time and space are two axes on a graph, and they're perpendicular to each other, and then the gravity of a black hole distorts it so much that it doesn't. One's not like left or right versus up and down. It basically bends, so they're at a diagonal.
So that's not linear at all.
Well, it is, and you still have to go forwards in that that light cone, where you can't.
Not to be confused with mine.
You basically can't turn around and go backwards in time, no matter how much you move around in space. And that kind of visual was used to explain why you falling into the event horizon of a black hole the gravity changes it from a point in space to an event in your future. I remember watching that video and it was like, holy shit.
So then, if it's an event in your future...
And because you can't escape it because you can't turn around in that light cone. You're trapped in that kind of 90-degree arc of what becomes your future.
So then what happens? In speculation.
We don't know.
We don't know.
But it talks about how you can't see. You can still see out of it, but people can't see inside the event horizon because light can't go backwards out of it to hit your eyes and show you what's happening.
There you go.
But that's more
Isn't
about
that
the bending of space-time than actual time travel.
Yeah, so then look at Brad going off topic. But that's curious. Okay, so there you go. So, it doesn't matter. I'm still stuck on that. Danny D says, I think you would have to step completely outside of space and time to travel in time, which kind of connects to what we were saying earlier. That's what we would have
that's what
to.
I mean. We don't know how.
And that's why they created a time machine.
Is that even possible? Is that even possible?
But that's why. Oh, and hello, John. Good to see you. I think
a
that's
vehicle
why,
to escape time is a time machine. Yes.
But I think that's why H.G. Wells thought of that. He must have thought of that because that's why the time machine was the concept H.G. Wells the first documented. I mean, who knows who else might have thought of it? We don't know. Oh shit! I'm gonna crash into the sun again. Oh shit! Yep, there I go.
Whole, like time is a river, and we're all flowing in it. Doesn't matter whether you're swimming or in a fucking cruise ship or a dinghy. You're all going in the same direction with time. But what happens if there's a Coast Guard helicopter shows up and picks you up out of the river of time? That's your time machine. But we don't know how to.
Does that make
like obviously we don't know how to do that, but we don't know how to rationalize that.
But does that make those who believe in God thinking of him sitting as a lifeguard on the beach, just watching it drown? Well, sorry about that. Just okay. Otherwise, you're trapped by space and time and cannot move to. Okay, Danny said, I think you would have to step completely outside of space and time to travel in time. And that does make the idea of why. I'll continue your thought because I saw it there. Why we made time machines, why we have time machines, the TARDIS, the DeLorean. Even in Looper, it's a round fucking ball that people are put in because it makes sense that you'd have to be outside of space and time in some. Whether it results in a container or something, because like a bubble kind of thing.
You would have to be in some kind of vehicle.
Yeah, something.
And not by the strict definition of like a car or an airplane, but some kind of device to remove you from space and time.
Mm-hmm. That's interesting. Otherwise, you are trapped by space and time and cannot move through it, says Danny D.
Yeah.
In that. Yeah.
I 100% agree with that.
Yeah, that does seem Danny D quite spot on, especially when you look at a lot of the theories people have had through fiction and film and science, I guess. Although they aren't talking about that. I mean, I wonder if they're fucking around with that yet. Gerwin says, if you move faster than light, you travel back through time-space. Well, thankfully we don't move faster than light, but where's your examples, Gerwin? Hey, John, it's really good to see you, though. Vault 78 says, but the pyramids are aligned with the stars. Yes, and that makes you a bit like, wait, what? Vault 78, but, what are they called? Compasses. But why wouldn't they be? Think about it. All you got to look up at is the fucking stars. You're in the fucking desert. Why wouldn't you want to line things up with the stars? Why wouldn't you want to build things for that?
You don't necessarily have to copy what you look at. You might be inspired by it.
Yeah, no, but I'm saying, why would it be? Why would you think that means that it must be some, time traveler thing? Why wouldn't people? Oh well, hello, Sage. Sage and viewers are joining the broadcast. You guys are joining a time travel episode, just so you know, with Brad. Thank you, Sage, for rating. Hello. We got about 30 people in here already, but bring them on in, Sage. You did Space Wolves. Well, there you go. That's cool. So check out Sage Penn's channel. He's playing Space Marine too, which we have covered on this podcast. We have covered a couple episodes of Warhammer because Brad plays tabletop. I outed you, yep. Brad. Yep. So like we've gone into the lore. So that's pretty cool that you're doing lore videos, Sage. We have definitely touched upon the lore in these Let's Discuss podcast episodes, which I'm about to give you the link right here. There's a podcast episode. Thanks for the raid, Sage. I appreciate that. So going back to it, what I was saying about the pyramids thing is Vault 78, while we have let stuff like that blow our minds, I think we are full of ourselves if we don't think that other people in the past were intelligent enough to look at the stars. I mean, we have had episodes where we've touched on this. We've talked about the stars and astronomy, because astronomy is a big thing when you're into space and you're nerding out about space. People have been looking at the stars and cataloging the stars. The last episode we had, wasn't it galactic cartography? We've been looking
Yeah.
at stars for a long time, a very long time. And it makes sense that people have built structures, including pyramids, in alignment with what they've seen up in the stars. People have formed their whole societies on that, their mythologies, their idea of life and death. So building structures that align with what they see above and believing in connecting to their belief systems isn't so out there. I don't think it's some mystical thing. Sage a follow. And please give Sage a follow, guys, if you're here. I'm about to give him a link. If you aren't already, if you're in the Space Marine 2, also if you're in Helldivers, if you're still holding on to that game, he's doing really good lore episodes. And shout out to the other. Thank you so much. So where were we? So the pyramid thing. I'm not meaning to like shit on your idea there, Vault 78. I think that if you are curious about that, keep looking into that from some other sources, and you'll see how they did it. Yes, we are talking about time travel. This is more of one of those speculative episodes where, gosh, there's so many great movies and films.
We're waiting to be interrupted by a time traveler to explain it.
Yeah, we're hoping. We're really hoping a time traveler is going to drop like a big old super chat on
any
me.
minute now.
Any minute now, they're going to show themselves with a big super chat, but they haven't so far. So, it is what it is. They're just scared, I guess.
It's the time police. They have to maintain the continuum. They're allowed to interfere.
I guess so. That is what it is. You might be back online tonight, Ono? Okay, cool. You're going to be lurking? Cool. Bone Skeleton Beats. Nice going, guys. I'm Commander Bone Skeleton. Oh, you're playing Elite Dangerous. I'm sorry that I haven't been playing it too much. Guys, I've been on No Man's Sky and other games. I am not the OG on this, but I will show you my stats just so you know I did used to play this. I got my exploration hours in to get elite in exploration. It's just I'm not so good at playing it now because I rarely play it and I fall into the sun. But I do enjoy exploration on this and get my cartographs. Bruce. Jeez. Bruce, where are you? Brad, how many hours you got in this? I only have about 400. What are you at? I think Brad's got like...
more than that.
Yeah, he's got like thousands. So we used to traverse the universe together, and now we don't. Now I'm never getting to him because I'm so slow.
I'm like 13 jumps away. Where are you?
You're 13 jumps away? I am 113 jumps away. But anyway, yeah, no, cool. You think she is on YouTube? What? Who? About 78.
Approximate time played.
Oh. You're 3,000 hours in? Yeah, I'm not. I'm sure Brad is far beyond 3,000 hours, but we won't embarrass him right now. He's going to do approximate time played now.
The approximate time played is like weeks, days, hours, minutes. But
so what are you at?
Quick math says 4,200 hours.
Yeah, there you go. See? Me, not so much. I was into this. I was. And then, Brad ghosted me, and that was the end of that. We never heard from each other again. And here we are on Space Episode talking about time travel. So there you go. I'm more of... I love this game for fuel scooping and cartographs. So I really enjoy this game. Look at that smooth segue we just did, guys. Okay, it's 9:01 p.m. I'm going to keep going. So, the famous alleged time travelers, I do believe you mentioned one. Didn't you mention one? A woman? Why don't I see her here? Tell me about her. Wasn't she the one with the Victorian Council? Didn't that inspire something?
Well, she's like she's obviously older now, but I think when they were talking about this picture, was that she was like a young teenager climate activist, and then they found a picture of someone that looks...
Wait, they've talked about Greta?
Yeah,
they've
Greta
talked about Greta, the one... Oh my gosh. Well, that's cool. It's probably
a
relative, though.
So they found a they found a picture that I don't remember when the picture was from, but somewhere before color photography, but after the invention of photography, where it's
I had
like,
no
holy
idea.
shit, that looks exactly like her.
But it's
But
probably a
that's like we
relative.
talked about. Well, yeah.
Genetically or just like same mix of relative kind of deal. Was it a relative? Do they know? Did they track it down or? I never even
I
heard about
don't
that.
remember how thoroughly they investigated it because it was one of those. Wow, imagine that.
Yeah,
And then,
sometimes we look like people. I mean, hey,
well, there's a finite amount of shapes the human face can be, and eventually you're
you're
gonna
gonna
get.
duplicate. Yeah. Well,
This
they
is a
all say
repeat.
it's a repeat. Yeah. Got it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That must be a recent one because I wasn't even thinking about that one. Um. So where was the
And
one
honestly,
where
if someone like Greta Thunberg was a time traveler, like she'd probably go back in time and fix the fucking
badass?
climate,
Yeah. Well. Ooh.
not
Good
just
point.
appear
Good
on
point.
like a panel show and be like, "Hey, this is interesting.
Right.
You look
Well,
like someone from the past." Wow.
Well, in 1911, Charlotte Ann Moberly, 1846 to 1937, and Eleanor Jordan, 1863 to 1924, published a book entitled An Adventure under the names of whatever. They described a visit to a small chateau in the grounds of the Palace of Versailles, where they claimed they saw ghosts, including Marie Antoinette. Okay, that isn't that their story caused a sensation and was subject to much ridicule. Why did they think that they saw a time traveler then? That's silly. What does that have to do with time travelers? Alleged time travelers. Oh, they were trying to say that they went there and they saw people. Yeah, that's stupid. But the Chaplin's time traveler was apparently pretty famous, and the present day hipster at the 1941 bridge opening. If you haven't seen that, it's a photograph of genuine authenticity of the reopening of the South Fork Bridge in Goldbridge, British Columbia. They guess he might be a time traveler, but it says the appearance of the man would not necessarily have been out of place in 1941. The sunglasses he's wearing first appeared in the 1920s, and he appears to be wearing a printed t-shirt, but on closer inspection it seems to be a sweater with a sewn-on emblem, the kind of clothing often worn by sports teams. You know what? We're so easily
Yeah.
taken in by some shit, aren't we?
Well, that's it. There's a lot of that stuff seems to be
We didn't even think of that. We didn't.
like fucking National Enquirer. Like, hey, we found this thing and didn't investigate it, and we're just running away with the story. Like, well, stop and think about it for like a second, and you can explain it like rationally.
Well, here's one I can't believe
But
people
that
are
doesn't
silly
sell
enough.
magazines.
Yeah, like this one. Okay, an iPhone in an 1860 painting. It's called The Expected 1860. It's actually a really cool one, and it actually, from a distance, I would think so, but it's not because I'm not stupid. Some online viewers claim that an 1860 painting by Austrian artist Ferdinand George. I'm not going. Oh gosh, I can't say the last name. I'm sorry. Titled The Expected depicted a woman holding and staring down at a mobile phone while strolling along a path in the countryside. However, art experts, who aren't stupid, debunked these claims and stated that the alleged mobile phone the woman was holding in the painting was actually a prayer book.
Yeah,
Like, duh.
that's a good example of like maybe think about it for a second. Like, what would someone in that time period be holding? Probably a little book,
Yeah.
not a cell phone.
But no, we're like, nope, it's proof, it's a book,
That
it's
yeah,
hints.
it was an iPhone 18. That's what it
No,
looks
it would have
like.
been a smaller one. Probably the iPhone
Maybe
4 or
the
iPhone
maybe
2.
it's maybe
Yeah.
the iPhone 18 is smaller. You don't know.
Maybe futuristically, I hope so because the phones are getting too big. I don't want to carry a tablet in my hand. iPhone, just get your shit together and like make small phones again for please. Okay, yeah, right, John. Like John
If
agrees.
Apple
John,
wants to sponsor the videos, that'd be great.
yeah. Oh my god. Like I'd be a total sellout, but yes. Holy shit! Like let's get to 1,000 subs and see if Apple will sponsor us. I mean, they're going to be
And
struggling
if
for a
not,
little bit,
support
right?
open source.
Oh wait. Well, open source ain't going to pay me because they're open source. So you
Well, then
know,
Apple start forking over the dough. Let's go.
yeah. Let's go. Let's get that. And I really want a coffee sponsor. I mean, I think both of us deserve a coffee sponsor.
My
I'll
life is
split.
sponsored by Keurig.
Really? Sure. Forget about all the rest. You know. Um. What do I think about? Okay. So I didn't know about this. Now this is stuff. Now these were debunked, but I don't. I don't know. These are still in alleged time travel technology. Now, some people believe some of this stuff. And if you guys... Oh, wait. The Razor used to look a bit futuristic, says John. What is the Razor? And why do I already need it? Oh, okay.
The phone.
What is the
Motorola Razor?
Oh, the Motorola. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I miss the old phones. I'm just going to say it. I miss the flip phone, but I'm too attached to, like, what we can do with our phones now. So, alleged time travel technology. This is from time travel claims on Wikipedia. Allegedly. But what if it's true? The Bell is a purported, oh God, Nazi time machine that was supposedly part of a flying saucer. Okay, debunked. The chronovisor.
Yeah,
I'm sorry that
someone's playing too much Wolfenstein.
Yeah, I'm like, can you guys just
Not the
calm
time
down?
machines. Okay, next.
The chronovisor, Italian Benedict monk. Oh my gosh, remember in the 90s when the Benedict monks there was an album, and we were all listening to that stuff? Brad, come on, admit it. No. It was during the Enigma times. No, okay, you're too young. Yeah, Enigma was sadness, and then there was also like the chanting monks on cassette. Gosh, somebody out there is old enough to.
I didn't drink that Kool-Aid. Sorry.
I did. I totally drank it all up. Anyway, the monk Pellegrino, Ernetti claimed to have used a time viewer. Yeah, claimed to have used a time viewer that could film the past without sound. Using this device, which he called the chronovisor, he allegedly was able to obtain a photograph of the crucifixion of Jesus. Okay, cool, dude. And view other scenes from ancient Rome, such as a performance of the lost play, Thyestes. An author suggested that a short story by Horace Gould, called The Biography, published in Galaxy Science Fiction magazine, might have provided the inspiration for Ernetti's claim. So the guy was inspired. Ernetti's glory was short-lived.
We have technologies to learn about the past. They're called books.
Yeah.
People get stuff down, we see them later, and it's like, whoa, that actually happened before. Crazy.
Yeah, Ernetti's glory was short-lived. Another magazine revealed that Christ was a reversed image of a postcard from the something in the town of something. More recently, doubt has been cast on his transcription, and an apparent deathbed confession has also surfaced. Wah, wah. Well,
I made it all up.
Can you imagine, like, living a lie that whole time? What is with people and their deathbed confessions? Like, you hold it in for your whole life, and then at the very end, you're like, come closer. And the person thinks, ooh, are they going to tell me they love me? Are they going to tell me, like, something weird because they're dying? I don't know. I'm ready for anything. And they're like, I was a serial killer or something. Like, or I'm a time traveler, or I don't know, some bullshit. And you're like, what the fuck? Like, how did you... What? Do you know what I'm saying?
The publicity was worth being an asshole my whole life.
Yeah, like, I secretly am somebody else the whole life. I have a secret family. Please take care of them. Like, what? Anyway, there's an Iranian time machine. Is it Iranian or Iranian? I'm sorry. In April 2013, Iranian news agency Fars carried a story claiming a 27-year-old scientist had invented a time machine that allowed people to see into the future. A few days later, the story was removed and replaced with the story quoting a government official that no such device had been registered.
That totally sounds like what the government would do.
That sounds real, actually.
That
could be
time
real.
travel doesn't exist. It never happened. There's no story.
Wow. Why would they remove...
Jesus was silenced.
He was silenced. Wait, do you think it's possible?
Or
Wait,
he was full of crap.
He was full of crap. And they're like, yeah, we're just so embarrassed. I
like the idea of some kind of lens. Like, you're not traveling through time, but you can witness the past or the future. I think that's an interesting concept.
Like on TV, like there's a channel on... Well, oh, wait, people don't use TV. So suddenly your phone... What would we use? Like, we're just suddenly tuned in?
It would be like a telescope, but looking through time instead of space.
Oh, you know what I've seen? You know what people have been doing? A space wormhole. You were guessing space wormhole, Fault 78? Yeah, like, that could be a thing.
Or a wormhole through time.
A wormhole through time. Could you imagine like a quick wormhole and then you're in and you're out, but that would warp everything around it, would it not? Like, how could it work? Right?
The same way how spatial wormholes work?
I don't know. Curious. I remember the Philadelphia experiment. People, we talked about this in a previous episode, I think. Or did I just talk about it on my normal stuff? That was based on a U.S. Navy destroyer escort, Eldridge. It was rendered invisible or cloaked. This is a thing that's been said to be a hoax, but
That's like in the like shadowy area of conspiracy theories and stuff like that.
Yeah, it is.
It's interesting to read about.
It is, and it was an interesting movie that I saw when I was a child that my father was into. I don't know. Some stuff you wonder why the hoax were put together, but it's funny we're talking about hoax when like the whole rapture thing just happened. It's all over the internet. People were believing they were going to be raptured, and then it didn't happen.
Well, it's a mix between ideas people think would be interesting if it actually happened, and ways to like not just explain things from.
Life is crazy right now, and everything's awful. I believe that we're going to be raptured, right? It's happened before. I'm just saying people did this. Is it the same kind of thing like believing in time travelers?
Well, I'm trying to say that people will explain things to make themselves not lose their minds. Like, I need to rationalize this, or I'm going to go crazy thinking about it.
So, like, it's totally at the end of the world. Yeah. Yeah.
Or from, like, just not so much a narrative perspective, but they just want to be able to explain it.
Like, everything is just terrible because the world's going to end, or it's time. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, it's got to be the end times because it's so fucked up. It's like, no, how about it's fucked up because this is what we did?
Yeah, then look at what you did. This is why we can't have nice things. Yeah, yeah.
We built this hell for ourselves.
Yeah. I didn't even think about that. Charles Dickens' A Christmas Carol, 1843. I love the Alistair Sim version. Has early depictions of mystical time travel in both directions. Remember? Ebenezer Scrooge goes to the past and future.
Like, I remember that.
Other stories had, people naturally going to sleep and waking up in different time, but that was like ahead of its time.
I think that's a story about learning from your past and your consequences on the future, not actually time travel.
Yeah, I know, but in a way, but he is traveled there. He's mystically taken there by these ghosts of past and future.
So, mystical transportation, ghosts.
Well, what if we have mystical time travel, mister?
Thought we're trying to have like a rational, more scientific explanation for what's happening.
Yeah, well, I'm just telling you, mystical time travel is
that's a plot device to tell a story.
Yeah, well, it was a plot device used in Harry Potter too. The rapture, you mean the sun is blocked by the moon? No, Vault 78.
That's an eclipse.
Yeah, that would be an eclipse. You'll have to go back to the moon episode. I don't think the moon episode was as good as it could have been. We could have had a better time on the moon. So causality, the Novikov self-consistency principle, or a variation of the many worlds. Thank you. Or a variation of the many worlds interpretation with interacting worlds. A temporal paradoxes. Okay, it's going to be right back. So aside from the grandfather paradox, okay, which could cause the death of an ancestor before conception, some physicists have talked about temporal paradoxes that could be avoided through many worlds and interacting worlds. Now, I don't know, because I'm just a YouTuber, but I find it interesting that we're really trying to figure out how time travel can be possible. And we're like, well, yeah, sure, we might destroy our ancestors. So let's figure out what if we automatically, when we time travel, are creating alternate timelines. And I think that really took off with the success of Marvel in recent years, although it wasn't the first time that stuff had been mentioned. We saw this, like somebody mentioned earlier, about The Flash, and then you've got all the various other movies, TV shows. This is something we're trying to, make sense, right? Because we do come across these very real barriers. Like, well, if you go back and you change this, how can the future even exist for you to go back in and do what you're going to do? Brad's got to go feed the wormhole, says John. You're right. Don't tell anybody that's exactly what he's doing. He's feeding the wormhole. What if he is? What if he has like a tiny wormhole in his apartment and he's slowly feeding it? Bit by bit? Like he has secretly this plan? What if he feeds the wormhole coffee? what if coffee is the answer? He's like secretly, bit by bit, like he's like, just have a little bit more coffee there, little wormhole. You're doing great. Soon, one day, you'll be big enough for me to time travel through. I don't know. Like, could you imagine? He's leaving me here too long, so I'm gonna feed you guys some quotes. I'm sorry. Like he's putting me on the spot here. You guys can't hear his silky voice, so we're just gonna go to modern viral time travelers. Do you know there are people pretending to be time travelers on TikTok right now? Damn. They rack up millions of views because people love a good what if prophecy. So if you want to make some money, I think you've cracked it. Yeah, I did, but don't tell him because then maybe he'll stop feeding the wormhole and I want to see what happens. So people want to believe, and we like the mix of hoax and all that. Anyway, whatever. Who cares? So, oh, Time Bandits. I forgot about that. 12 Monkeys, Looper, Interstellar. Edge of Tomorrow is one of my favorites of a time loop, like Groundhog Day. Stream is popping. Yeah. We had like 30 people before you got here. Now you brought more, and now we're at like 50. I know, it's crazy, Sage. That's how we roll over here. I don't know if you know that. That's how we roll. That's what we do. Donnie Darko, watch that. Source Code, I've mentioned it in my normal streams. It'll fuck you up. It's a military sci-fi thriller about reliving 8-minute loops. Have you guys seen that one? It fucked me up. And I don't want to ruin the ending of a 2011 film, but fuck. Have you seen that? Have you seen that? I've never even played No Man's Sky. Oh, well, this is Elite Dangerous, but No Man's Sky is great. This is Elite Dangerous, and I'm so not as great at it as I used to be. But I'm going to give you the top fan favorites of common consensus of top. Who knows if they're the top, but we're going to say so. And I'm going to tell you if I watched it or not. Back to the Future, 1985. Yes, watch it. If you haven't, where have you been? Watch Back to the Future 2 as well. 3, watch when you're older because it'll just seem boring to you. Terminator 2 Judgment Day, 1991. One of the best fucking sequels of all time. Aside from Aliens, which is my favorite, okay? We won't fight about it right now. 12 Monkeys, 1995. Bruce Willis in it. Interstellar, 2014. I watched that because Brad told me to. It actually was really fucking good. That one is a lot about the black hole theory and how it affects time as well. Looper with Bruce Willis again, 2012. Fucking badass movie. Pretty bloody, but really good. Kind of like the concept. There's morality. Like, would you? And it's just a fucking. If you like cyberpunk kind of as well, you're gonna dig it. Edge of Tomorrow. Tom Cruise is a weirdo, but his fucking movies, sci-fi movies, really slap. Edge of Tomorrow, 2014. It's like Groundhog Day, but if you were in the military and if you were also being invaded, it's fucking good. Did you guys see Edge of Tomorrow? It was also called Live, Die, Repeat originally, if you're looking for it. Watch that one on repeat. It's really good, and the female character is really hot. I'm sorry to sexualize her, but she's really badass. If you've watched Edge of Tomorrow, you know what I'm talking about. Yes, that's a spot on film. John, right? We have Haunted House about Donnie Darko. Not fun, this rabbit. Oh, Vault 78. Like, Donnie Darko fucked me up. I never understood. When I first watched it, I didn't get it. It's in my DVD collection, okay? I didn't understand. I was like, what? Why? What? And then I realized, oh, if you haven't seen Donnie Darko, aside from that great song, Mad World being in it, oh, that was my era of really being into Alice in Wonderland, like darker. Oh gosh. Anyway, you're throwing me back. But anyway, Primer, 2000 fun. Never 2000 fun. 2004. I never saw that. Primer. Have no idea what it's about, guys. It must be good. It's number 8. Number 9 is Avengers Endgame. Yeah, I saw it. Loved it. Got it. Yep, it was great. But Predestination. Don't know if you guys heard about it. I mentioned it earlier. Ethan Hawke. It'll fuck you up too a little bit when you realize what's really happened. Ethan Hawke was really good in that one. Another actor who ended up being really good in some sci-fi films like Gattaca, which we've mentioned on the podcast before because of thinking the genetic engineering episode. Okay, so those are like definite go-tos, right? The Butterfly Effect, though, is another one. About Time. I think that was like yeah. Deja Vu, don't even know it. Modern Great So, 12 Monkeys. Looper, Interstellar, Predestination, Edge of Tomorrow. Arrival says it's not time traveling machines, but non-linear time perception. So there you go. I'm done with that. We're going to talk to Brad again, who was feeding the black hole. That's what people have guessed. Is that what you were doing?
Feeding the black hole.
Yeah, with coffee. That's what. Look, we could only guess. We could only postulate while you were gone. Yeah, that you have a little black hole in your apartment, and you
In
were
my
feeding.
life.
Yeah, in your life, in your soul. You have a little black hole in your soul. Oh my goodness. Deja vu is good. Denzel Washington. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Denzel Washington was hot fire. Like his films were all good at one point. When he,
Yep.
anything he was in, you were like, "Yep, I'll watch it. I'm in." You know what I'm saying? Oh my gosh, going in chat. So many good films. So I was rambling. These guys are being a bit too quiet, you guys. Oh, that's why I'll do a poll. I know some of you aren't in chat, but I'm going to do a poll and ask you, do you believe time
What?
travel is possible? Yes, no, it already happened.
I'm legally obligated to not answer this question.
I can't. Okay, I'll put
I
that.
can't answer.
I'm
Plead the
legally
fifth.
obligated to not answer. Oh, to not answer. Legally, I can't put a period. That's bothering me. Legally obligated to not answer. And then they're starting the poll. Okay? There's a poll up. If you guys are not in the chat, I won't see you. I'm not looking at participants. I'm busy like scanning here. So 50 of you, I would like to see if you guys could fill out this poll for me. I want to see if you guys believe in time travel.
50 people. Holy shit! I'm gonna charge admission.
No. Well, 52 people. But
We'd be richer than astronauts.
Yeah, we'd be richer than astronauts. No, I appreciate you guys. Maybe says Fault 78. Don't tell me maybe. You gotta say yes, no, it already happened, or legally obligated to not answer. I didn't have enough. I couldn't put maybe. I should have put maybe.
This ain't a poll for babies.
Yeah. You gotta commit.
Stand on one side of the fence.
Yeah.
Or be a time traveler that you can't answer.
Yeah. Maybe can be the I'm legally not obligated to, or whatever. You can't.
Maybe it's not an option in the poll. No.
Yeah, exactly. So you're either a time traveler, or you believe in it, or you don't. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Like that's pretty easy. Pretty easy poll there, guys. I mean, it's pretty obvious. I mean, you either believe in time travel or you don't. I think the actual question is, do you believe time travel is possible? So, I think more people could vote. I'm a little disappointed, but that's fine. You know, you are a time traveler now. Then I'm just asking if you believe it's possible. I'm not saying that you have to say that it exists right now. You know, I'd love to see those votes because I want to see the poll be different. That's all. Because polls are fun. That's what she
Phrasing.
said. That's what he said. Phrasing. Are we still doing phrasing? Yeah, phrasing.
Phrasing's always a thing.
Phrasing's always a thing. I'm a believer, said John. You believe in time travel? Believe it's possible? Well, you know, it's amazing the things that are possible. I mean, look at
First step to learning is having an open mind.
There you go. I am more about... Vault 78 says, I am more, but with great powers come great responsibilities, right? Right? Like, you never know. I mean, I'm not... I think that the idea
Spider-Man
that it's...
said that.
He did? Oh, well, there you go.
Oh, wait, no.
Who?
Uncle Ben said that to Spider-Man? I think Uncle Ben said this.
Oh.
Not the rice guy.
Not the right... Wait, what? The what guy? Wow. Okay, so you guys... I just think it's funny that that we honestly we have so much we have so much interest in this, or else we like, even as gamers, I just don't get it that yeah, like games. Okay, so Assassin's Creed, you can't change the past, but you can learn from it. Half-Life 2. The right man in the wrong place can make all the difference in the world. From Ocarina of Time? That's 98? That's before many of your time. The flow of time is cruel. Its speed seems different for each person, but no one can change it. Castlevania, time devours all things. Oh, that's
These are
so
like
good.
sound bites about
Yeah.
time traveling games.
Yeah. Yeah.
Go to that planet. Ah!
Yeah. Like these are. But
You're
there's some
quoting
great.
like it sounds like you're quoting like taglines. It's not like an
They
explanation
are.
of that universe's
Well, I don't
concept of
have
time travel.
anything. I don't have anything really. Like, um, I just think that the idea that we're. I like Doc Brown though. If you're gonna build a time machine into a car, why not do it with some style? The DeLorean. You know, there's people that meet still with DeLoreans. They have car meets. Well, you probably know about that, right? People who meet every year with their DeLoreans. No,
A
nobody
lot of
knows about.
iconic cars have like, hey, let's all meet up in our Fiat 500s or Mazda Miatas or Renault
But it turned
Clios or
out to
whatever.
not be a good car or something. Didn't it turn out to not be a very
It
good
was
car?
it was a quite not very good car, as like an automotive perspective.
I wonder, was that before the movie came out? Like, why did they pick that as a time machine? I still wonder
This is
that.
the stainless steel exterior is why.
Oh, there you go. That is the coolest time machine? No. Oh, God, that should be the poll since many of you are not voting. 4 votes. 4 votes? Well, then we're ending that poll and we're starting a new poll because you guys aren't answering that poll. Only 4 votes. Give me a break. Best time machine. The TARDIS from Doctor Who or DeLorean from Back to the Future or both?
You can't say
Neither.
both.
Yeah,
No,
because okay,
no,
okay.
no.
I
Which one is the
refuse
best one? They both are. That's not like
I
no.
refuse to upset series. There's that one.
By voting for the obvious answer, that is the DeLorean.
Yeah, no.
Why don't you mention other
New
time machines
poll.
from other
I can't.
universes?
I want to. No. Fuck all those other ones.
So
It's
then
a
leave it to two
DeLorean.
options.
It is the 2 options. It's the DeLorean or the TARDIS. Pick your fate. Are you gonna travel in the DeLorean and have it break down in the freaking Western Wild West, or are you gonna travel in a beautiful timey-wimey space box with a gorgeous doctor through all of space and time? I mean, it should be kind of obvious. Bigger in the inside, or you're going to be cramped into the DeLorean with the doc. I need to know, which one are you picking? And yes, I'm trying to sway them. I'm just saying. I love
Clearly
Back
no
to the
bias in
Future
this
too.
introduction for the poll here.
I am quite biased, and I love Back to the Future. Come on now, I have Back to the Future and I have Doctor Who stuff. So
And you still don't know how the story goes because you keep misexplaining what happens at the DeLorean.
tell me at the end in the third one when he put it when he ran out of fuel. He ran out
Because
of
it got
fuel.
shot by Native Americans and they punched a hole in the gas tank.
Yeah, he ran out of fuel and he put it in the freaking hill and he asked Marty to come get him. Yes, I know. I do remember. May the best one win. Yeah, well, with only 4 votes in the last poll, I don't have the Big Bang Theory Sheldon on the time machine. Wow. Wait, what is the coolest time machine? I gotta know. Please protect me, Brad. I'm sticking my neck on the line here, says John.
I mean, the DeLorean should win.
Oh, the DeLorean. Oh, wait, I'm getting on with my other account. Fuck this shit. We are on the DeLorean being the only.
The poll's
No,
being skewed by alt accounts. Siri says many alt accounts to skew the
I
vote.
only have my
This is Florida 2000 all over again. I demand a recount.
I am at least telling you guys I'm going to vote with my Amazon's Athenaeum.
What happens if like the time machine from Terminator is is people's favorite, or the chronosphere from Red
I
Alert,
guess they should have said something in
or
the
the time
fucking
machine from
chat
Time Machine.
instead of
H.G.
being
Wells
lurkers.
spinning in his grave.
You saw Bone Skeleton beat Saw. I saw Back to the Future in the movie theaters in 1985. I saw the second one in theaters. I was a teenager and it was on a date with a boy who was an asshole. Oh wait, but he was. Oh, yeah. Anyway,
Is he a
yeah.
time traveler?
No, it's just I heard from him not long ago. Like, it's so weird. He was like, you know, when you're like, yeah, it's so weird. Anyway, that's weird. Ooh, that gave me weirdness feelings. But yeah, I remember seeing the movie in the theater. The second one. I didn't see the first one. It was like my first movie thing. But it wasn't a real date because he wasn't really a boyfriend. You know what I mean? I didn't have my first kiss till I was 17. So don't worry about me. I was a good girl. Back to the Future is not winning the poll. That's great. That's great to see. I'm totally not scared. So if you haven't voted, the TARDIS is winning. I'm just kidding, Brad. You're winning still. It's not fair because I'm one of 3 votes. That's not right. That's not right that there be 40-something people in here who can't vote. This is why.
It's like real politics.
This is
no one can be
why.
asked to vote.
Yeah. This is fucking.
It's not going to change the result anyway. What's the point? I'm just going to stay at home.
Right? Basically, that's what you guys are doing. You're not letting your voice be heard. I mean, do you believe time travel is possible? Yes. 75%? No, 25%. And unfortunately, nobody said it already happened or legally obligated to not answer. You could have had a fun time with that poll, people, but you didn't. But we do have 3 votes. When we hit 4 to 5 votes, we may as well end this poll too. I'm looking forward to that. So, Brad, are you a time traveler? No, just kidding. I'm just kidding. You'd be legally obligated.
I can't answer that.
So, if we were to guess, I believe it's only
future,
possible.
Please make it stop.
Yeah. Can you imagine? Could you imagine being a time traveler and you're put somewhere and you can't leave it and you're stuck there and you were from a better place and you're like, oh, I thought I'd be better.
Sometimes it feels like that here.
Well, remember,
I'm not a time traveler.
Right? Well, think about it. People always romanticize and are nostalgic about the past, right? And all the time, even through the hardest things, we forget. We always think that everything was better before. We always say it. And there'll be people factually saying, oh, it used to be better back then. And they don't remember or they don't know of how difficult it was and how it wasn't better and blah, blah, blah. Every fucking generation always thinks things were better before. Yeah, it's always how it is. But here's the thing I wonder. So would a time traveler who might have, let's say you have that ability and you're like, fuck it, I'm going to the past because it was better. And this is terrible. And they come back here. Do you think that they would think it was better?
Maybe the future is worse?
Yeah. Do you think the future could possibly be worse if they actually have the ability to time travel?
Wait, what was the question?
I don't know, but now I'm like, if they have the ability to time travel, wouldn't that make it better?
That's what you were saying. You were saying if someone could time travel to kind of anywhere to be like, I'm going to what they perceive as like a better time, and they come here, that only suggests that their time is worse than now. Which is a horrible thought. What
if they don't know until they're here? I mean, unless, like we were talking before.
Well, I mean, if you're a time traveler, looking like check the history books and shit to see where you're going. That's like
what if
driving around with no map.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Often history can be erased or written by the conquerors. And what if they get here and find out, oh, actually, like they were lied to? Right? It's like when we don't have a catalog of all history. Yeah, like right now, right? So they think that they're coming to a certain type of thing or that certain things happen.
Oh my God.
That's how the history books were written. Yeah, things weren't that. The
history was documented by Sky News Australia and it's all full of shit. No.
Exactly. Like, see, do you know what I'm saying? Like, there's so many things about time travel. Like, no wonder people have had endless stories and movies that they can make about it. We don't know, but if we have this starting in 2020, we have a good shithead to go on. Could you imagine? Like, some people really do. I think that's why there's going to be more conspiracy shit happening again, or like mass hysteria shit that's been happening, like the rapture thing, because people really do think that 2020 was a year that reset thing, and this is where it's connected to time dilation. I think people were on lockdown, people were kept at home. Some people had never experienced that kind of isolation, like let's say myself, and so time slowed down for everybody, right? Time stopped for some
That's
people.
not time dilation. That's a psychological effect.
Yeah,
That's not
exactly, exactly. A psychological effect. But what had happened is many people got this feeling from that experience that everything was changed since then. Like their perspective, if they'd never experienced that kind of isolation or whatever, you know, what that event affected many people's views moving forward. Like some people honestly did feel like something was changed in 2020. I personally just feel that,
we stopped
what's
using
happened
money.
since. But yeah,
Physical currency.
Wasn't that great? Wasn't that great when we didn't have to?
I mean, I kept going to work every day through the pandemic, so I mean that.
Oh yeah.
I didn't
Well, you were an essential worker. You mattered, which is why they probably did not pay you any more, and you had to have higher risks and everything. It was great.
I mean, I survived the great eugenics wars of 2020.
Yeah. Well, now, oh, that's dark, man. Oh, jeez. Oh, what a way to put it.
The worst thing is bacteria.
Fuck. I miss when everybody washed their fucking hands. Wash your fucking hands, people. Cold still exists. Can you not wash your hands? Bleach. You know, I wish people would bleach up, wash their hands, and wear masks more again. I'm just saying, it was a great thing not to be coughed on when you're outside. I'm not saying I go outside. I'm just saying if I did, I'd probably get coughed on again because I'm so short. And I just don't like that. I miss when people were like washing their hands. I'm just saying. Not enough of you wash your hands. If you've taken anything from this episode, this time travel episode, it's not done yet, but it seems to be stalling.
Time travel episode brought to you by Keurig and Lysol.
Yeah, Keurig and Lysol. Yeah. Keurig and soap. Like, I'm open. I'm open to other things. Soap is good. Yeah. So, before we go, your favorite... I'd love to know people's favorite time travel TV series and or movies and or books. Just because I listed a bunch of ones, but, like, I know we have people who love... Like, Terminator 2 is given. Can I put a request out for some help on Elite Dangerous, says Shamu. Probably if there are some Elite Dangerous people
Shamu's in space? I mean, we're both playing Elite Dangerous right now.
Yeah, but we're in...
One of us is not constantly flying into the sun.
I'm in a bubble. There might be some people in here. I'm in the core thing. I'm not going to go out there into the... whatever to help. I can't. What? I'm not a fighter. They want help on Elite Dangerous. What kind of help? We're not. What kind
You're
of
making it sound like they want someone to like join them and shoot at stuff with them, like physically go and help them in the game.
Yeah, yeah. She said me and a small group of people are going to start a war. No.
Okay, yeah, we can't because we're thousands of light away.
Yeah, we're also.
Oh, they're in the bubble. We're not.
Yeah, we're not in the bubble. Do you want to see where I am? I'll show you where I am. You can't get to me, though. I'm protected by the bubble of a group.
Hey, we're only 3,500 light years apart.
Aw, there you go. See, it isn't so bad.
It's like you're right there.
This is where I am. This is where I am. See? This is where I am. I've traveled.
Can you see me on the map?
I don't know what you would look like on the map. I don't know.
Like a green icon.
You're the green? You're in Sagittarius A?
No.
Well,
that's the annoying thing. There's other.
Wait, are you this one here? Are you this one right here? Are you this green one here? Will it say it's you? Are you this one?
I don't know what you're seeing. So I don't know.
Oh yeah, because you don't watch the stream. That's right. Are we in the same quadrant right now? Green and green.
I think so.
Okay. Then yeah, I think I see you.
I'm almost done scanning a system. Hold on.
I think so. Then I'm in Scataway. I only got 108 jumps to get to you. Does that mean I have to stop scanning? Yeah, I probably do. We'll just like not do that water world.
I'm just gonna pull over and wait.
Pull over and wait. I would need to jump when we're not on air. That's what I'll need to start doing so I don't leave him hanging in the middle of space. Like I don't even know what we were doing. Because he did give me time, but I didn't make it. Good luck. Yeah. Well, have fun. I'm going to start planning the war. Enjoy the war. Can I ask you? Oh,
Enjoy
wait.
the war.
Yeah, enjoy the war. Enjoy. Have fun storming the castle. Um, Vault 78 says, can I ask you? It gives me like Eve Online feelings. What's Eve Online? What is Eve
Even Online's a
Online?
different space game.
Oh, really? What is that?
Lots of. I remember the like economy was really really complicated in it.
Oh, the economy seems
It
complicated to me in real life.
it was. I'm trying to remember more about it. I think it was more like shipbuilding was more intense. I think
Hmm.
than Elite Dangerous, from what I remember.
I
But
don't
you could
even.
build, or rather, like amass or build or whatever, like large fleets, and then go fight other fleets with them.
But that's
So it was a
cool.
mix. It was a mix of like, I guess, Elite and like a real time strategy game, kind of, but online. So it was not like you just okay, I'm just going to play like a skirmish and go back later. It's like it was all connected to what was actually happening.
Oh,
Um,
oh,
yeah,
Shamu.
yeah, we're in the same like sector because I can see
Uh,
you on the map. You're pretty close.
oh,
Like
we
you're
are in the
closer
same. Then
compared
I
to
did see
other.
you. Yeah, I did see you then. Shamu, if archetypal divinity says if people need help in Elite Dangerous, give them my Steam tag. It's archetypal underscore divinity. If they are on PC, yeah, that's the other thing. Me and Brad are on console. We don't have no legs. Yeah, yeah, Danny. What is it? He ain't got no legs. Lieutenant Dan, no, no
Dan, you got no
legs.
legs.
So that's that. I'm mostly playing No Man's Sky these days, guys. Until October 30th, when I will be playing Arc Raiders. Arc Raiders. That's by the way, Arc. There you go. But yeah, if you're on, if Arc would also put his thing, you know his name. Yeah. Don't matter as a shared universe. Is it still shared now that they let us go? They abandoned us on here?
I
I
don't
don't
know.
know. Hmm. Hmm. I haven't noticed because do they do anything with the online, the PC, the PlayStation now? We don't get anything, but do they do any maintenance on this game? I've not seen any updates like anything at
Yeah, I don't
all.
think they do.
Yeah, I think they've abandoned us. I don't even know if they correlate. Like, I do wonder, like, if we are mapping to fleet carriers, if those fleet carriers are still moved like they are with PC. I mean, I guess, does anybody know the answer to that? If we're still, like, on the same, like, we're on a server, like, we're on the
I think
game,
the carriers and stuff are um,
still there.
like connected.
Okay, good. Then
But
maybe
as
we
far as
would.
like Frontier is not like, hey, this is a new. I can't remember the name of the like event or community goal. That's what it
Yeah.
was. I don't think
We
there's any
don't get
community
those
goals, for
anymore.
example, on
Oh.
console.
So we're not part of the community anymore, us console players.
Good. Go on and play with your space legs then.
Yeah, enjoy your space like stupid PC people. I'm sorry.
I don't want
That's
space legs.
stupid.
If I want to walk around in space, I'll go to No Man's Sky.
Exactly.
This
And No
is
Man's
my
Sky is
not.
freaking awesome. I love No Man's Sky. I've been playing a lot of that. It's freaking awesome. But I do still like the comfort of this. This is very ASMR-ish if you really get into
It's a,
this. I used to really enjoy this. And maps. It's what?
it scratches a different itch as far as like I
Yeah.
want to play a space game.
Yeah. And it looks like space. And you get to do this. Like, tell me this isn't satisfying. Look at that. Ooh, it gives you something. Okay, time travel before we go, as we lose some people, because they're all like time traveled out. The time travelers are leaving. They're like, we came back to see if they
I
actually
tried to
tell
warn
people
you.
about time travel, but they didn't figure it out in the episode, so
How's,
we're good.
how's the poll doing?
The poll is embarrassing, but I do appreciate the person who voted for. Okay, so fuck off. It was just me that voted for the TARDIS. It's fine. It's only 3 votes again. You guys are letting me down. Over 40 of you and you're all just. I mean, I appreciate you for listening and for tuning in, but 3 votes, and it was only me that voted for the TARDIS because I'm the only one with taste. So
How does it taste?
DeLorean, it
Victory tastes
tastes
pretty
bitter.
good.
It tastes
What is?
sad.
Do you remember what TARDIS stand for? I can't remember all of it.
TARDIS?
Something, yeah, like it's an acronym. Something displacement in space.
And relativity. No, what does TARDIS stand for? In space. TARDIS.
I think the DIS is displacement in space, but I can't remember what the TAR stands for. Travel and respite? I don't know.
The TARDIS, time and relative dimensions in space.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's okay. Something like that.
Yeah.
Something space.
Blue box is what it is. It's a blue box, and it's friggin' amazing. And you know, I loved that show. It's great, and I'm glad it's still going. It's still going, and
yeah, that's pretty great. It's its own time machine.
It is. In a way. It is. It captures, and it captures time as perceived as what the future might be like, and the past, but what the future might be like. And then, we're getting into much of that future time, aren't we? Or did they go far enough forward?
Welcome our Dalek overlords.
No, but they're better than the Cybermen. Yeah, I know they're exterminate, but they're far less terrifying because they're just moving garbage cans than the Cybermen, right? To me, anyway. I know the Daleks are the ultimate enemy. Well, because the other one, well, anyway, enough of that. We weren't here to talk about that. We're here to talk about time travel, right? Okay. Well, then I should have asked that differently. Who would you rather travel with, the Doc or Doctor Who? I mean, how would you answer that?
I mean, well, I guess the first thing would be, within the confines of the existing fiction,
Yeah.
Because, Doc mentions that he went further into the future, but you never saw it in the movies. So I'd still rather fly around with DeLorean.
No, I meant, as a being a companion. Would you rather be going with Doc Brown, or would you rather go with Doctor Who?
But that's what I mean. But my question was, are you still confined with the fiction that exists?
No, you can do whatever you want, but as a personality. As a personality.
Obviously, the fucking DeLorean still. Because it's the DeLorean.
Oh, no. I meant as in, who would you rather travel through space and time with, the Doc Brown or Doctor Who?
That's a closer tie.
The Doc, you'd have more of a laugh. Are you kidding me? Have you not? Oh, no. Oh.
It depends on which doctor, too.
Yeah, it does. But that's a fun thing. He changes, so... Oh, my gosh. Anyway. But yeah, I mean... I guess so. When you get
they're both really eclectic and quirky and really intelligent. So it'll probably both be kind of
really
cool.
Intelligent though. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I would pick the Doctor. I'm just saying. We clearly have learned a lot tonight. We've learned that there is a clear divide between Back to the Future people and the Doctor. I'm sorry I disappointed you. Oh no, John, it's okay. I'm used to men disappointing me.
I mean, I have the Back to the Future license plate on my wall, and I'm still trying to put my biases to the side.
I don't think so. I think you're not, You
asked me which one I prefer, and obviously it's the car, not the fucking phone box from the 50s.
What's wrong with the phone box? But it's bigger in the inside. It can be anything inside.
Okay, so that aspect of it is completely irrelevant for what it is. The fact that it's some kind of hyperspatial object is the interesting part.
Is it?
So it could be a fucking McDonald's and be it's bigger on the inside than the outside. Cool. Doesn't matter what it is.
It's not be time traveling.
It's a time-traveling McDonald's.
I did not.
It's the perfect disguise.
Oh god, we've just come up with another storyline. What if the time machine was disguised as a McDonald's, and people do go in and out of it wherever you've stopped, and you have those people who do terrible things in the bathroom, and people who order obnoxiously, and
I mean, people
sometimes
do terrible
you
things all
try.
over the place. It's
Yeah,
not
but
just a McDonald's.
you try to move the time machine McDonald's when there aren't people there. So like you try to disappear like when you're closed, but sometimes things happen and the time machine it travels when you've got people in there, and oopsies, we've just like taken a bunch of people out of time. Oh my gosh, I've just created a sci-fi story. You're welcome. If you take it, please credit me, Amber Dawn Pullen, or Ono series. I think it's brilliant. Is it not? Think of it.
I think it has promise.
I think it has promise too. A McDonald's as a time machine, the building
Well,
itself.
the concept of the police phone box is that it was kind of innocuous and kind of blended in with the surroundings, but it totally doesn't do that nowadays. But when Doctor Who was written, it did.
So McDonald's,
Whereas now McDonald's or fucking Starbucks are everywhere.
So that kind of blends Hortons in Canada. Exactly. So McDonald's.
We're just looking for sponsorships, people. Just let us know.
Even McDonald's. I mean, I'll go
any
down
of the
for an
multi-billion-dollar companies mentioned tonight, just
and maybe straight
throw
to
some
DVD.
cash.
John says it may be straight to DVD. No, straight to streaming service. Come on, give me some credit here. And it still get lots of money. Come on, it'd be great. Come on. There's so much promise in it. Imagine if you're time traveling in McDonald's and there's like somebody who comes in for coffee because they used to have the best coffee, and then like,
no matter what timeline you exist within, they fuck up your order.
Yeah, they fuck up your order. And you will have to keep your eyes out. I wouldn't pick, like, it was just off the top of my head.
No, keep your eyes in. You need your eyes in. Don't keep them out.
Yeah.
Put them back in.
There you go. We'll have to keep our eyes out, says John. Oh my gosh. No, but anyway, so it's 9:53. I mean, this is the first time we might actually finish before 10 o'clock. I'm kind of surprised. I had so many great quotes, but it'll bore Brad if I read them. They're from like Back to the Future, blah, blah, blah. So we'll just stop at that. If you guys have any final words on time travel, I did appreciate the raid from Sage. Give him a follow. He's up there at the top. He plays a lot of Space Marine too. Unfortunately, no time travel in there, but it could be what our future is like.
There kind of is.
Well, tell us, give us some, if there's any lingering Sage people in the chat, listening or outside the chat because you're shy, tell us the connection. Please, Warhammer Geek Out before we go. Please, please, please.
Like the traveling through spaces through the dimension called the warp, but being in there can you can get stuck in there for like hundreds of years. I don't remember if there's been like stories of people being like, oh, the fleet entered the warp and then got sent back in time. I don't remember if that's a thing, but it might be. Time flows differently in the warp. I know that's like canon. So maybe you can. It's kind of like going into hyperspace and then exiting yesterday. Like, wait, what? It's like, I don't know, the warp does warp shit.
Warp shit.
Or you could jump in and be like you're stuck there for centuries, and you went to go help out like a war zone, and by the time you got out, it was like, oh, that war ended like 300 years ago, dude. You're late.
Whoopsies. Whoopsies.
You guys lost.
But I was stuck in the warp. But it's not my fault. I was stuck in traffic, warp traffic. Oh, so that is a thing. Huh. Where did you get that from? Where's that? Is that in the Codex? Where is that? Where'd you hear that?
Cat almost fell off the chair. It was fast too. I think it's just like several little, not full stories, but like little tidbits of mention and things like that in the various rule books and codices.
There you go, guys. You didn't know that, did you? See, we tied it together with Sage's
Time Travel and Space Hammer.
Time Travel and Space Hammer. You know, it's always going to come back around. Jake Barlow, good to see you. Says, I wish I could time travel back to the start of this. I've only just gotten here in time for it to finish. Yeah, but that's the great thing about replay. You can, here, guys, here's a little tip from the future. You can go back after the stream is done, and you can listen to it from the start. Just ignore the awkward parts. I'm always awkward at the beginning. And then you can leave a comment and argue with us about everything we said that was wrong and what you actually believe about time travel and that would be
We're
fantastic.
We're still accepting late votes for the DeLorean for the better time machine.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. No, the DeLorean already won. No more votes for the DeLorean. And yeah, you guys can leave comments on these videos. I don't know why people are so afraid on any of the space podcast videos. Which again, I'm going to give this share the link for the podcast playlist on any of the topics. You guys can leave a comment. And we will go back to that, and Brad will answer you, and he will answer for himself about what he's gotten wrong or what he got right. And if you have any ideas about what you want to hear us talk about, because we do go on science as well. This was more of a let's have some fun and just talk about time travel after genetic engineering, please. And like that's what we're doing. So what if we decided bi-weekly or something like that, or off the cuff? If we don't feel like it that week, but we're keeping it to Fridays at 7.
Yeah, Fridays at 7. I think bi-weekly will give us time to figure out what we want to do a little bit of research, and do other life stuff in between.
I totally researched. I totally didn't leave this until like an hour before the show, and then, yeah, I totally researched all week.
I mean, any research is better than none. So
there you go. I'll do better next time. Yeah, it's been a busy week. We've been busy with No Man's Sky. I love the DeLorean, says Jake Barlow, but I've gotten the I've got to think the TARDIS is better. Make that poll 50-50. Woo! I wish but it's too late. The poll's done. And you were too late, Jake. I would have voted.
I didn't vote. So
you were too late, Jake. And my vote technically doesn't count because I voted in my own poll. So we still would have lost. The TARDIS is better. But I do love the DeLorean. I love Back to the Future. I wouldn't be such a nerd about stuff if I didn't love this stuff. Can we get Jake out of here, please, says Sean. No! Come on. It's all you guys already won. Let me have this. Let me have this one TARDIS. Let me have one TARDIS vote, please. The fact that I don't have Whovians in my channel is just a tragedy. But there's no Doctor Who games so that I know of that are any good. So, which is a shame. Why isn't there a good Doctor Who game? You know what I'm saying? Why? I'm joking, says Sean. Yeah, I know you're joking. It's all good. It's all a laugh until my feelings are hurt over nobody liking the TARDIS. Like, what the... but you have to... But you have been to Bloody England? No, Vault 78. I have not. Jake says, just run me over with the DeLorean then, John. That'd be a great way to go out. Well, there you go. That sounds like Brad's fantasy. The way he's been talking about the DeLorean. Having a DeLorean on him. Sorry, Brad went all quiet. Too far? Too far or true?
I don't fantasize about being hit by the DeLorean, no.
No, just having it on top of you, the DeLorean.
Look. It's a car. I don't want to get run over by a car.
Okay. Well, there you go. That's good. There you go. There you go. Wait, well, what does this say? We have a if people need help, okay. Discord would be easier. Yes, Discord is easier. Yeah. Don't forget to join the Discord if you want, guys. Just let me know why you're here, because or else I'll be like, what are you doing?
What are you doing here?
Yeah. And thank you for subscribing. And there's a join button if you want to do it. And there's also this. I'm just doing it because, it is what we do.
Potential sponsors and future time travelers are still waiting, just like any second.
Yeah, we're so close. We're over 800 subs. I'm so close. But so far. But, if you're keeping me in mind, the email's on my thing. But thank you so much for those who have been subscribing. And don't forget to hydrate. And, I appreciate you all being here. And there's still so many of you here. Unless you have, secrets to tell me about time travel, we're going to be closing it out with 49 people still here. You guys make me feel awkward, but we're going to leave. We are leaving. We have to go back.
Yeah. Party's over, folks.
Back to the future. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. No, I'm just, and then more people come in. I've popped my podcast cherry, says Sean. Yeah, wow, you haven't, yeah, you did. Wow.
Was it good for you?
Congratulations. Yeah, right. Was it good for you? Yeah, was it good for you, John? I mean, to be fair, I mean, now we're curious. I mean, fuck time travel. How was it for you, John?
How's John doing?
How's John doing? Yeah. How's John doing? Cheers, guys.
Serious, how many jumps do you have left? I have 4 jumps left. I'm going to be waiting there forever.
I have 103. Yeah.
I might start flying towards you after I get there.
Yeah, I was about to say, what if you flew further toward me? Then I would have less jumps toward you. Yeah. Same here, John, though. Yours lasted longer than mine, says Jake Barlow. Oh, yeah, because Jake just got here. Wow. Okay, so I haven't scanned the system. I am going to actually stop the... We're actually going to close out. So thank you for being here. Thanks for listening to those lurkers. I appreciate you guys. If you actually are interested in this content, it'd be great if you subscribed. It really helps. We'll be here bi-weekly. It'll be announced in the community post, or if you're in the Discord, you'll see it in the Space Hub, or the Space... What do we call it? Space Hub? Space Station? It'll be under the Let's Discuss.
It's in there somewhere.
Yeah. Thank you, Sage, again, for stopping by. Bring some more people. Sage, who's playing Space Marine 2. I have also played Space Marine 2. If you want to see it played badly, you could watch my playlist of Space Marine. I also play No Man's Sky, Helldivers 2. Gonna play Arc Raiders. I'm gonna be playing Alien Rogue Incursion soon. I hope it's a good single player. You enjoy the rest of your night, guys, says John. John, thank you for stopping by. Jake, thank you again. Thank you to everybody who stopped by. Thanks to those who participated.
Thanks for coming, everybody.
Yeah. 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 Anything else?
It was cool to talk about weird science fiction stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, so if you're into that, and if you dig it, I'll look forward to seeing you guys again. Okay, I'm really going to go now. Are you going to say anything like that cool thing you say? No? Put him on the spot. No?
No.
He's not. Damn it.
It's not that cool. It's not that cool.
It's so cool when you say it. It's fine. He says like
sometimes I wonder if anyone else remembers Poochie from The Simpsons. But
I have to go. My planet needs me.
Yeah, I have to go now. My planet needs me. Poochie died on the way to his home planet.
Spoilers.
So sad.
Spoilers. Okay, bye everybody. Spoilers. This is a Doctor Who reference, by the way. I'm going out on a Doctor Who reference. Okay,